All right, we are officially live. Stephen here, the Horror Freak 85, here with Miss Boomstick as always. Tonight we'll be doing a special double show. So we first off we got Deborah Voorhees, of course from Friday the 13th, New Beginning, 13 Fanboy. Some other works. I didn't get a chance to see it, but a movie called Billy Shakespeare, which sort of sounded interesting. Gonna ask her about that a little bit. And right after our hour with her, we'll be joined by Navi Rawat. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Rawat from the movie Feast, the collection, TV shows such as Castle, Numbers, The OC, Burn Notice, bunch of different ones. So.
Mm-hmm. Magnum PI.
Magnum PI. She was actually in an episode of Angel too. I saw. I gotta ask her which one that was. Her character on that was Dana, I believe it said. Which the name sounds familiar. I'm like, Dana, what episode is that? Damn it, Dana, I can't remember. But I'm of course go back and watch it. I'm sure I'll remember the episode as soon as she talks about it. So. And so I sent the
it was called Damage.
Oh, for Angel?
Mm-hmm.
Damage.
I got her IMDb pulled up just in case.
What's the synopsis for it?
Let me look.
Because I know, I mean, I've seen it. I got the whole box set. So
it was season 5, episode 11. My dog's about ready to go crazy. A psychotic vampire slayer has escaped from her asylum and is now on the loose in Los Angeles. Angel and Spike are on the hunt for her before she does more damage. Once she is found looking for pieces of her past, she believes that Spike was the man who drove her towards insanity and wants to seek revenge.
I'm trying to remember, was she... Oh, I wonder if she played one of the psychotic... Like, because in Buffy season 7, there was... like all the Slayers got powers. It's because I don't think that would be talking about Faith, because Faith was later on after she escaped, and Angel ended up like helping her with her own redemption because, you know, he went through losing his soul and all that. So I'll have to watch that again. I know I've seen it. So let me just
yeah, I never watched those shows, so I don't know. I didn't watch that one, but I watched other things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, the link was sent. So probably just getting ready still. I know she said that she didn't have much time, probably just 45 minutes, which is fine, of course. You know,
right, yes.
We appreciate any time, so...
Yeah, it could be 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Like all that was like the old all that on Nickelodeon when Kevin's like, show starts in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. They'd always mess with them. 5 minutes. That's all right though. We'll get it going. Get some people in here by the time she gets on. So I see there's a few people. So welcome. And Deborah Voorhees will be joining us shortly, followed by Navi Rawat. So what else has been going on this week?
Not a whole lot. So we had some storms come through last night. It was a lot of rain. It wasn't really a whole lot of storms. So we did have some storms. We've got a wind advisory going on right now, so there's a lot of wind outside. I took my dog out and she's got a lot of fur, like her fur was separating like around her butt. She didn't like that too well.
Yeah, I've been watching. I watched well, besides work, I watched the new season of Big Mouth was up, so I watched that. That was pretty funny.
I watched a couple episodes of it.
And what else did I watch?
I watched Significant Other the other day. Oh my god, I thought that was going to be a totally different movie than what it was. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's got a sci-fi vibe. There is aliens.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of wonder because when in the beginning you see a meteorite like heading towards the Earth. But there is aliens. I don't want to give too much more away than that because it will spoil this. But just by what you see of the trailer and whatnot, it goes where you don't think it's going to go. It was a lot better than I was expecting it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I was expecting more of a just like a thriller, like somebody stalking someone in the woods. It's kind of like that in a way. But like I said, there is aliens. So hopefully that doesn't spoil too much of it, but it kind of hints it in the beginning anyway with the meteorite. I don't remember if that's in the trailer or not, but
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, other than that, not much else going on. Been working next week. I think it's the 16th or whatever. I got to be there at 4 in the morning. I guess we're opening at 5 for Black Friday, so that's going to be crazy. So I'll have to, let's see, get up at 3, be there at 4. That'll be fun. You know, people go crazy during their Black Friday.
It's on the 16th? Are you saying?
Well, it's a Black Friday event. Like, well, they're doing like certain days, like it's event 1.
Oh,
2,
okay. I was
3.
going to say, I didn't think Thanksgiving was. I just pulled up my calendar. It's like, Thanksgiving isn't that early, is it?
Yeah, you didn't know it was that early? You're like, oh,
shit. I was like, well, maybe we got to prepare because, we go down to visit my mom and family.
Like, fuck, I totally.
That's a lot sooner than I thought. But yeah, Thanksgiving's on the 24th. So you guys are having something a week before.
Yeah, there's like different event days and everything. So that's how they do it.
Yeah, I'm worried for a minute. Speaking of that, well, this won't be till February. I believe. Let me pull up my calendar again. Let's see. February 18th. I would try not to get a guest that day unless you want to have a guest by yourself or get somebody else with you because
what
my
day
brother.
was it?
February 18th.
That's a Saturday?
Yes, a Saturday. My brother's getting married, so I might be able to pop in on my phone, but I can't guarantee anything.
I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens.
I'm just saying. But yeah, my brother's getting married that day. So
once that'd be I'll get a message back from Joe Bob. Oh, February 18th, working on.
I would die. I would be like, sorry, Steve, because my brother's name's Steve too. Sorry, Joe Bob outranks you.
That would be funny. I'm just kidding, of course. But could you imagine though? Like, he finally answers the message after months. You're sure? What day in February? How's the 18th look? I forget. You had met him, right? You just hadn't met Darcy.
Right.
Okay, that's okay.
So. But still, I would die either way.
Of all people, you did this on purpose.
Yeah, I would be probably in the reception hall or wherever they're having it, and on my phone. I'll bring my tripod with me so I can have it still. And
it's like Joe Bob says, congratulations.
Because I would assume the wedding would be over and we'd be at the reception by then, but
that's funny.
It might be loud, but I'll be there.
That's hilarious. All right, maybe I'll resend the link. Make sure she got it. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and invite, just in case here.
Right. Excuse me. And we watched that new Weird Al movie last night.
How was that? I'm going to watch
where
it.
Daniel Radcliffe plays Weird Al. Oh, it's so funny. It is so funny. And in the beginning, Weird Al does play a part in the movie.
Yeah, he's like the producer that turns him down or something.
Yeah. But yeah, he starts off by saying like this is totally not made up or whatever, and there's just so much like extra stuff in it that
Well, he was saying when it was it he was on Jimmy Fallon, I think he was talking about, and he was saying how they were asking about the part with Madonna. He's like, "Well, I met Madonna for like 45 seconds, but she's like, yeah, then the whole movie."
oh my god, I am shocked Madonna hasn't like came out against the movie the way he did her. But it's so funny. Yeah, it's actually really funny. And then we got into a rabbit hole of watching like all his like music and stuff because they got a lot of it on Roku because it's on the Roku channel.
Right.
And then they have a lot of it on Roku. And then we moved when we went through all that, we moved to YouTube and watched some of his music. God, I've forgotten how many songs that he had done. Yeah, but the movie is freaking hilarious. So if you want to see it, definitely check it out. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be.
Nice. I want to see it. So I'll watch it eventually. I've just been watching so much else of
Yeah.
stuff, and
yeah, it's definitely funny, especially some of the exaggerated parts in it. It's just like, what?
I'm sure. Yeah.
But Daniel Radcliffe, oh my god, he is ripped because he's without a shirt a few times, or quite a bit actually.
So
he's ripped.
So he plays Ripped Al. I thought it was supposed to be Weird Al, not Ripped Al.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got some abs.
Yay. That's funny. Ooh, well, I guess I'll watch it. I still want to see it regardless. I don't care.
Right, yeah.
And then I guess they released the album of it too. And what else did Jimmy Fallon say when he was on there? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't watch him. I'm not very fond of him. Conan is in it, actually. Conan O'Brien, but you don't. He's wearing a wig, so you have to kind of really know what he like facial features because
Right.
they don't have his signature red hair. There's this one scene where he goes to this party, and hopefully I'm not spoiling anything, but he goes to this party, and there's like so many like they're not the actual people, but they're like playing the people. There's Elvira at the party, all dressed up as Elvira.
Oh gosh.
There's Gallagher, if you know who Gallagher is, the one
Yes.
that used to smash the watermelons.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Oh my god! But that whole party scene was funny because there was a bunch of people like that
Right.
in there. Pee Wee Herman was there.
Oh,
Tiny
gosh.
Tim was there. I don't remember who else, but a lot of nostalgia 80s people like dressed up in their actual getup. Like
Right.
Pee Wee was dressed as Pee Wee. Tiny Tim
Yeah.
was, dressed up where you could kind of recognize it was Tiny Tim. And then, I can't remember who else was there.
Elton John.
Yeah, Elton John. He wasn't too out there, though. He was just wearing a suit with some flashy sunglasses, so he wasn't too extreme, but he wasn't wearing any of his fancy get-up, like the feathers and stuff. But
Right.
Delight. And then there was a drag queen. I know she's, like, super popular, like, back in the day, but for the life of me, I cannot think what her name was. That party would be crazy. It would.
Hey, honey, by word.
I wish I could remember who this drag queen is. You'd recognize her when you see her, but for the life, I know she was popular back in the day. I don't know if she still is, but she was kind of bigger, and she had the big eye makeup and like kind of big hair. But I know she's familiar. I just can't think of what the heck her name is. Maybe I'll look it up. Nothing else better to do.
Yeah, look it up and let's see who it is.
Popular 80s drag queens. We can look up famous. No. No, not RuPaul. I want to say Divine. I think it was Divine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% on that because they're not showing them dressed up in their drag. It's just a picture of what they normally
Well, Haunted
look.
by Horror just said, was it Divine?
Oh, okay. I wasn't looking. I think that's who it was. I'm not 100% because, like I said, when I Googled it, they're not showing them dressed as Divine. It's just them. So maybe. Yeah, I think it was Divine. I found a picture. I think it was. Of course, it wouldn't. I don't think it was actually them, but it was somebody dressed up as them. But yeah, it was crazy. And Bill Hader plays. I think it was it Captain Demento or whatever. It was a big out.
Demento and it was Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson, what?
Yeah, it was Rainn Wilson.
What are you talking about, Rainn Wilson?
That was the name that was on the credits.
No, it was Bill Hader.
Haunted by Horror said Divine was the one in Pink Flamingos.
Can't say I know of that one, but I may have. But I'm gonna have to look this up now because I could have swore it was Bill Hader, but I'm getting told I am wrong.
I don't know.
I think it was just called Weird Al, wasn't it?
What, the movie?
Yeah.
Probably just Weird Al. Yeah.
Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Okay.
Weird Al Yankovic story, yeah.
Found it. Oh, it is Rainn Wilson. I could have swore it was Bill Hader, but they look so much. So that is the Office guy.
I confuse them all the time.
Yeah, okay, so that was the Office guy.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I could swear it was Bill Hader.
And then I thought my reality was all bent last night.
Okay.
Well, I'll watch it this week or next, probably.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I think what else I watched besides the stuff that we normally watch. You know, for the guests. I did finally watch 13 Fanboy. I've been meaning to watch that forever.
Yes, that was.
So I was
really
kind of glad that she came on, so I had an excuse to watch it.
There you
That
go.
kicked me into watching it, I guess.
Yeah, not much else going on, really. It's the same old busy work week, and I didn't realize Navi too, when I was going through stuff, was in House of Sand of Fog. She played the Bill Kinsley's daughter in it. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I went ahead and sent one last email to see if maybe the link didn't go through, or hopefully she'll get it shortly, I guess. I don't know what's going on, or if we're having technical issues, or guess I'll find out. So what have you been watching Haunted by Horror besides the Weird Al movie, since you mentioned The Party? I didn't finish any more of American Horror Story. I'll probably just let the episodes go and then just watch more of those at once.
I still haven't watched it. I don't know if I want to. It doesn't sound.
I'm hoping there's going to be a supernatural twist, because, like I said, so far it's just reminding me of Dahmer. It's like
they're trying to catch the reins on that one.
So I don't know. Hopefully it gets better. Like, I'm sort of curious because I already started it, but I'm just like, couldn't have been a better story. Come on.
Oh, I got a story. So I think I was waiting for him to get ready or something before we watched. I forget I think it was before we watched the Weird Al movie, and I was just like popping through to see like if anything new went on to any of the apps. Oh no, that's not where the story starts. Never mind. We were going through on YouTube and was looking at Weird Al's music, and then there's a song that Weird Al did, said something about Santa Goes Crazy. I forget the exact title of it, and he goes, that reminds me of one of your crazy Santa movies. I was like, which one? There's a lot of them. You know which one he picks? The only one that doesn't have Santa Claus in it, Krampus. I was like, okay, technically it's not Santa, but I'll take it. He's like, well, do any of your movies have a crazy Santa? And by this time it was late at night, and I was like, well, Santa's sleigh, I know for a fact, that one, he was actually Santa. Most of the rest of them are dressed up as Santa. And I was only able to list off like the evil or Christmas Evil, Deadly Games, the Silent Night, Deadly Night, and just Silent Night. That's the only ones I could think of, like Christmas movies that had Santa in it, but the only one that actually has an evil Santa itself is Santa's sleigh that I could think of last night off the top of my head. I was like, you pick Krampus of all things. Like, what?
Yeah, Terrifier 2 is good. I did catch up on Chucky, so I'm all caught up on the new season of that.
Yeah, I gotta watch that yet. I gotta watch Terrifier 2 yet as well.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, and speaking of Terrifier 2, we got Casey Hartnett coming on the 12th. So that's actually next week.
Yeah, so I'll have to watch it this week then.
The infamous bedroom scene. Yes.
I seen a little bit. I think somebody was doing a review or something, so I seen a little bit of the clips, so I can kind of imagine what happens, but
it's like
I haven't watched the movie.
It's like a whole 7-minute scene or something. Like it's not a quick saw in half. It's quite a torture scene there. So I'll leave it at that. So I figure when she comes on, we'll talk Terrifier, non-spoilers, and a little bit get into more detail about it after. So right. give our little warnings for viewers. So
yeah, and I'm sure she's been in other things. I don't have her IMDb in front of me at the moment, so I'm not sure what else she's in, but I'm sure she's in other things.
She's done a couple things. I can't remember offhand.
Yeah.
But she might have done some shorts too. I might have to look those up, see where to find those.
Yeah, I'll do more research before then, but at the moment I don't have it.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, Navi just texted, said her MacBook Pro is being repaired, so it'll be on the iPhone. Yeah, that's fine. She can be on her iPhone. Yeah, that's fine.
No, that's not allowed. No,
no, Navi. Bad Navi.
Just kidding.
We love you, Navi. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know if there's technical issues on Deborah's end or what's up, because I just talked to her earlier today and everything seemed fine. So I don't know if we might just have to edit that out and reschedule if it comes to that point. It's already been 25 minutes and Navi's going to be on at 8. It's like our viewers are down to 1. They were going up and they're like, oh, no Deborah Voorhees. Okay, I'm out of here. So it's like, sorry, we're boring right now. Yep. What else? You said did you freeze? Or what's going on?
I don't think so. Did I freeze?
Well, my computer's being weird.
Oh, I'm just looking.
There it goes. No, my computer was being weird a second. I don't know.
So I was just kind of scrolling, looking to see if there's anything.
Oh, I'm sure you heard. I forget who's doing it again, but they're going to be doing the Friday the 13th,
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Lake. All right, Haunted by Horror. Well, at 8 o'clock, Navi will be here. So, regardless, I guess if we only have 30 minutes with Deborah, there must be some technical issues. I'm going to have to post that and be like, sorry, we may have to reschedule that. I don't know. But Navi will be here. So, if you want to stop on back by, we'll see you.
Yeah, I saw Crystal Lake is supposed to be like a prequel, I believe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through to see if there's any thing to talk about in my feed, but I got so much weird shit. I guess I should just go into Bloody Disgusting instead of looking through my feed.
Oh, you were just kidding about leaving. Oh, because I was like saying, oh, people are leaving. No, Deborah Voorhees. Okay, gotcha.
Maybe she get mixed up about the time or something.
Well, she said 5 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 2 hours behind us. So, or behind me anyway.
I see Scream 6 is going to be released earlier. It's going to be released March of next year. Let's see if there's an exact date. Let me click this article. March 31st of 2023. Oh, that was the original date. Now it's going to be, I guess it'll help if I read a little bit better. The original date was March 31st of 2023. Now it will be arriving on March 10th of 2023. So not much of a difference. Curious about that one because it's going to have Samara Weaving in it. I absolutely love her.
Yes. Looking forward to seeing what her role in it is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if anyone who has come in, it looked like some more people have come in. I don't know if there's technical issues or if time was misunderstood, but you might have to reschedule with Deborah maybe. I mean, 7, I think 2 hours behind, so 5 o'clock Mountain Time. Or are we ahead or behind?
I'm not sure.
Because when I asked Google about the difference between Mountain Time and Eastern Time, and it said 2 hours difference.
Well, for me, because I just looked up what time is it Mountain Time. For me, it's 5:29. So for you, it'd be 6:29. Is that right?
Wait, what?
According to, I looked up, so what time is it Mountain Time? And it says, according to this, Mountain Time, for me anyway, would be 5:29 as of right now. So, and I am behind you. So wouldn't it be 4? Shit, I don't know.
Wait, I thought if it was 7 here, it would be 5 there. But if it's 5...
No, if it's 7 where you're at, for me, it's 6.
Right. And she's 2 hours behind me, and she's an hour behind you, so it'd be 5 for her. Yeah. Let's do the time warp again.
Right? Oh, I think Smile is coming to HBO Max. Really? I want to say it's this week.
Nice.
Don't quote me on that because I can't find the article, but I seen something about it coming to Blu-ray. But I want to say it's this Friday. I'm not 100% sure on that. Just keep an eye on HBO Max if you have it. Smile is supposedly, I think it's HBO Max. Maybe it's Paramount. because it's just talking about his Blu-ray. But I did see an article about it. I just can't find it at this particular moment. Oh, let's just open a new tab.
Tabs ahoy.
Okay, will be Paramount Plus. I'm not finding a date yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be this week. Yeah, I'm not seeing a date for some reason.
Did you see Smile yet?
Me, no. But I will watch it when it comes to apparently Paramount Plus, if this article is correct, because some reason it's not showing me a date. So I don't know how true that is. So, oh, you see, they're gonna make another 28 days. Maybe it's gonna be called 28 months later.
28 months. I've heard of that for a while now. Like
they've been talking about it forever.
So are they finally making it official?
Well, Bloody Disgusting reported on it. So, yeah. Well, it says they tease a renewed interest. So it is teased again, probably to drum up to see how much interest there is. Oh, Godzilla will be returning next year too. I don't know if it's gonna be like if it's gonna be part of like the one Godzilla's or if it's gonna be its own.
Yeah, so who knows if it's another remake or like the Godzillas that are out are totally different from the Matthew Broderick one back in the day. That was funny.
Let's click this, see if it has more information. Because by the picture of it, it's definitely not. But this could be a picture of an old Godzilla movie too. I don't know. But by the picture they're using in the article, it's definitely not one of the new Godzillas.
So it's obvious in that one, you can tell, not a new Godzilla.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's going to be live action. Most of these names I cannot pronounce, but Toho just celebrated Godzilla Day with a huge announcement tonight revealing that a brand new installment in the Godzilla film franchise will be releasing next year. The date, November 3rd of 2023. All we know at this time is, I cannot say that name and I don't want to butcher it, is directing a new movie, which will be on the 30th live action, will be the 30th live action Godzilla film. So it's going to be live action. It's not going to be the super CGI stuff like we got the last one. So it said that Toho's most recent live action Godzilla movie was Shin Godzilla. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Back in 2016, and that was a really good movie. I own that one. And even he liked it, and he hates pretty much everything. But yeah, Tashaki
Yamagachi, Tashaki Yamagachi. I don't know. Yeah, there's some of the Japanese names are interesting.
Yeah, well, they'd think the same about our names, so.
Yeah, that's true. It all depends who's who and. I like Boomstick. What kind of name is that? Oh, Boomstick. Right. Boomstick. What?
Oh, speaking of that, did you get your handle? What was it called? It's for YouTube. It was a signature handle.
Oh, the tab or what? Which weird? The community tab.
No, not the community tab.
Handle.
Yeah. See if I could figure out what it was.
Which I wanted to like post on the community tab though. I tried putting pictures of like our thumbnails on there, and it was cutting it off. It wasn't taking the whole picture. It was like it was like.
Well, it might be because I have it. I'd have to see what it takes for pictures. I might have to make it smaller for that because I make it so because the thumbnails are supposed to be like a certain, like, I'll call it dimension. I don't know if that's the right term. Right. So I make it to that size. So they might need to be, because I posted a picture of myself and posted it in my community tab and it worked. So it might take different dimensions.
Maybe they just need to make it smaller or whatever. Because what I did when you sent it to me, I just, took a screenshot of it and tried to put it on there. So I don't know.
I got this email from YouTube. Now you can choose your channel's handle. As a reminder, in most cases, if you already have a personalized URL, which I did, for your channel.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I got a personalized handle and URL. So it's just at Miss_Boomstick.
Right.
I just keep it the same for everything. It just makes it easier for people to find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just the same habit anyway. I don't think I changed it or plan on changing it.
Did you have a custom URL?
I honestly don't even remember. I don't even know. So I should probably figure it out, though. Might be a good idea.
Yeah, I did that. I think I don't know, maybe like a month or two after I set up my YouTube, he helped me figure it out. So I think it's in your About section is where you do it, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while. Go YouTube Studio. Gotta look because I don't remember. Is it YouTube Studio? I don't remember how I got to it. I'd have to, because he helped me with it a long time ago. I'd have to look. Oh, I think, is it customized channel? Oh, okay. And I think if you go to your main channel, and not the studio, but your actual channel, and hit the customized channel.
Oh, I think that's where I saw it.
And then it's basic info. In your channel URL, it will list there. Then underneath of it, it says custom URL. And why is it? Oh, well, I'm leaving that alone. And then your handle is there. I used the email to help me fix that, but for some reason my custom URL says, why won't it let me change that? Okay, whatever. It says Miss Boomstick 79. I don't know why there's a number in there. Unless it wouldn't let me do just Miss Boomstick. I don't remember. It's been too long since I've did it. View channel. But I'll have to look into that if you want to post pictures on the community tab of what the dimensions of the pictures are. Because I just posted a selfie. Oh, somebody liked my selfie. Nice. I don't know who did that, but thank you. It doesn't show me.
That's because it was me. Can't you see me waving over here?
No.
Silly boomstick.
You went on to my community tab?
I posted in my feed, so I went like.
Ah.
And it was not obligatory either. It was like, ooh, so you.
I was just checking out the community tab and what I could do with it, but if you want to post the thumbnails in there, I can make 2 separate thumbnails when I find out the dimensions. And I'll just have to tell you this one's thumbnail and then this one's, because it won't show you on your end, I don't think.
I don't think it shows me what size it is. Let's be like, here's the first one for your community tab, and there's the one for your thumbnail. Tab 1 and tab 2. Instead of thing 1 and thing 2.
Oh.
Oh boy. It's like I'll have to do my YouTube research. Plus, I just do the stuff on my phone. I mean, I could do it on the computer, I'm sure, but yeah. I'm just so used to using my iPhone on everything. I mean, even when I edit my videos, everything's just, not that I've posted anything in a while, but I need to do, I got the new documentary of Tom Savini, Smoke and Mirrors. I got it from Wild Eye, so I got to watch that and do a review. I haven't done any reviews in a while, and I was like, oh, they sent me that. I still got to review the other movie they sent me. I'm like, but okay, I got to get on that. I'm so behind. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've just looked up the dimensions. I'm making myself a note.
Yes, so you can see. So, like, say the ones you already made for Kyle and Juan and all them, like, since they're made, you can just, like, shrink them down or whatever? Or would that take longer? I mean, you don't have to redo it. I mean, if it takes too long, but...
I don't think I'll have to redo it. I'll have to... It depends.
Like, can you just, like, resize it? Like what I'm saying, like...
I think I can just resize it, but I think they're new enough in where I do my pictures that I can find it.
Yeah.
Where I could just resize it. I don't think it would take that much.
Yeah.
But I will look into it. So I'm writing the information now.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Savini does some cool stuff. There's actually like a whole shitload of extras on it too. I'll go ahead and I'll just go ahead and, well, probably won't be able to see the picture because it's bad reflection. Oh, it's just making me disappear, but I'll read the back. It says, go behind the curtain and into the life of the monster makeup master. This special collector's edition Blu-ray is packed with over 4 hours of bonus content and features, an exclusive slipcase and folded poster. This is the definitive documentary on one of the most iconic and sought-after special effects artists in horror film history, whose genre-defying creations earned him the title the King of Splatter. We follow Savini from his childhood in Pittsburgh and his tour of duty during the Vietnam War to his legendary collaboration with George Romero, Dawn of the Dead and Creepshow, and beyond. Here, Savini is celebrated by his peers, friends, and collaborators like Robert Rodriguez, Tom Atkins, Tony Todd, Greg Nicotero, and more. So basically, this whole thing is like 4 hours of like bonus stuff because the documentary itself is only 91 minutes, and then it says plus 4 hours of bonus features. So it's probably like 5-6 hours. All of the features are audio commentary with Tom Savini and director Jason Baker, excerpts from Tom's personal behind-the-scenes video archive featuring behind-the-scene footage from several classic horror films like Day of the Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Massacre 2, From Dusk Till Dawn, Creep Show, Friday the 13th, Part 5, and more. Or 4, I'm sorry. Yeah, not 5. Tom's behind-the-scenes personal video from directing Night of the Living Dead, 1990. Excerpts from Tom's personal home movies. Excerpt from Tom's personal video of Dracula, The Stage Show, optional English subtitles, illustrated slipcase, folded poster, and trailers. And there's even a picture of Alice Cooper on the back and Sid Haig. So it's like jam-packed. So should be, maybe you can sort of see it from this angle a little bit. It's pretty cool drawing there. There we go. So
Cool.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm concentrating on
Checking that out. That's all right. It's like we'll just edit that out later on Spotify.
There we go.
So, but yeah, that Smoke and Mirrors is a Wild Eye production. 2015 they did it, and then this Blu-ray is a 2022. So
cool.
So definitely check out Wild Eye. You know, me and my Wild Eye. So, I guess a couple more people popped in. I guess gonna have to reschedule Deborah. I don't know if there's technical issues. What's going on? But Navi will be coming on. She just texted me to make sure so that she can use her iPhone because so we're like, yes, you can do that. So I probably could if she's not doing anything. I could probably just message her now and maybe see if she's ready to come on, or if she did want to wait till 5 her time. Let me see what she's doing. So, because not much else going on. Any other news on your end, Boom?
I think of. I just was adjusting the pictures.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. We got.
Yeah, I heard Aaron Carter died today.
What? Aaron Carter? Like
Yeah.
the singer?
Nick Carter's brother, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I have not heard that.
Yeah, he just, I don't know what happened. Probably, he's only 34, so who knows? Maybe, I mean, I'm not saying for sure, but who knows? Maybe drugs were involved. I mean, or unless he had any health conditions that the public didn't know about, or.
Right.
Because sometimes they'll do that and keep private, you know, so, I mean, but.
Okay, I sent you Juan and Kyle's picture. Those hopefully would work for Community tab.
He drowned in his bathtub.
Oh, God.
What, he fall asleep?
That is horrible. I did not know that. I don't really, listen to his music, so I don't really know.
I'm pretty sure he's done some acting too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his. I've seen a few things, but still, that's horrible to hear.
Yeah, that's horrible. I have not heard that yet. But yeah, the pictures I just sent should, if they don't, let me know, but those should work in your Community tab. I'm not going to do any more till I know for sure.
Okay.
So, if they don't work, let me know, and I'll see if I play around with it. But I wouldn't use those for thumbnails, though.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I already did the thumbnails, I think.
Right, I know. I'm just saying, use the ones I sent with the thumbnails, because those are made to those dimensions. Or it will look weird.
All right, I just texted Nabi, so
Nice.
So maybe she'll just go ahead and pop all up. So you said you just sent.
I sent you 2 pictures, one of Kyle and one of Juan. They should fit into your community tabs. Should. I'm saying they will. I'm just saying they should. If Google has not gave me the wrong dimensions.
What'd you send them to me on? I'm sorry.
Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So let's
Googled them dimensions, and I went with it what they gave me. So,
or
they did not tell me the wrong. Google did not give me the wrong information. It should fit.
But also, I wonder if because I'm taking a screenshot, I wonder if that could affect it too.
You could save pictures, right?
Or I could save it, yeah. but I'm saying before, like I had screenshot it before. So that could be it, or like I didn't save, or hold on, save photos.
Yeah, that just seems like extra work. Screenshotting it, and then you'd have to crop it.
Well, it just takes 2 seconds just to. I'm cracking your head.
Instead, just click the little button that says save, and you don't have to crop.
You know what? Leave me alone.
You damn boomer. I'm older than you. I'm kidding. It's fun though.
Oh, okay. She's not home at the moment. She'll be there, or she'll be home at 4:58 because we did tell her 5. So
yeah, that's fine.
So yeah,
no problem.
all right then. Okay, let me try to get to my community tab here, see what's up. Let's see. Where was that? My channel. Community. Here we go. Let's see. Get close to your audience. Post, schedule post, post and update to your fans. Okay, let's see. Try that picture and we'll see if it fits. No, it's cutting off again. It's cutting off the pictures. It's actually showing the House of Horrors podcast, but it's like, I wonder what happens if I just post it. Maybe like I don't see it. Maybe I'll just post it and then I'll
post it and I'll look because I'm already on your YouTube, so see what it shows me on the computer.
Oh yeah, it cut off. It says House of Horrors podcast Prezi one. Yeah. But let me try just saving it because, like I said, maybe doing the screenshot. How do you delete it? Let me see.
Yeah, because saving it, I would assume, saves the dimensions.
Yeah, because maybe like taking my own picture of it is fucking with the algorithm. You know what I mean? The algorithm. Oh my god!
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Algorithm.
I'm surprised if you take the screenshots that the thumbnails work. I didn't know you was just taking screenshots. I thought you was actually saving the pictures.
No, I just took the screenshot and yeah.
Next, we will get you doing descriptions in the videos.
Description is fucking watch this. You'll like it. So let's see. I'll save photo. Let's see what comes up if I do that and then bring it up.
Tell me when it's posted because I got your community tab ready to pull up. 4 people watching us investigate this.
No, it's still doing the same thing even when I saved it. I'll post it, but I can tell it's still cutting the picture.
No.
Okay, let me go ahead and delete it because no point of having half a picture there.
All right. Oh, apparently Google lied to me then.
Well, what I can do though is like if I have the picture of just the person's face there, I can still just type in who it is, and we don't necessarily have to have the pictures of the movies of the same as the thumbnail. So,
Yeah,
I mean, you can still see who it is, so that's fine. But
I could play around with the dimensions too, but
figure it out. Just checking my email too. Nothing from. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all right. We'll be talking to Navi in a few minutes. Sorry about those folks who were waiting to see Deborah. I guess we'll just reschedule that. I don't know if it was a time thing but 2 hours behind. I would think 5 Mountain Time. 7, 5, yeah. I can subtract 2. I may not be that smart in math, but
You go, Florida man.
To be fair, I had trouble with the math too, but my math skills are not strong. If my son was down here, he would have a time telling you some stories.
no, you were funny.
Are freaking hilarious.
Well, remember the blue collar comedy tour when Bill Engvall was talking about? He's like, yeah, my kids wanted help with some math. I'm like, yeah, sure, bring it over. And so he comes over and he hands me the paper, and I'm like, when they start throwing letters in.
He laughed at me because we was at the grocery store and I wasn't thinking. And I asked him if 7 plus 7 was 14.
Actually, it's 41. Oh, wait, that's reversed. Never mind.
But I wasn't thinking, and I was like, this is like 7 plus 7 is 14, right? And I just blurted it out. And he's like, what did you just say?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on just a second.
Okay. But yeah, that's just my amazing math skills. And I won't even get into the rib story. If he was down here, I'd let him tell the rib story, because that was even more catastrophic than 7 plus 7. I'm not seeing anything about Aaron Carr. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I'm just saying I'm not seeing anything on my news feed. Let's go check out TMZ. Even though they're not always correct. Oh, yeah, there it is. It was posted an hour ago. And he looks different than what I remember him looking. Yeah, he said they got a call about a man who drowned in a bathtub. While the cause of the actor's death has yet to be determined, law enforcement sources told TMZ that homicide detectives were sent to the scene, which is standard. And yeah. So yeah, it looks like it more than likely did drown in the bath. That's horrible. I was not aware of that. I'm surprised it hasn't showed up in my news feed yet.
I just realized my mic was still muted and I was talking.
Was it? I was looking at a different screen, so I didn't see it.
No, that's okay. No, I'm saying people in the chat probably just saw me going. Being a mom. I guess I'm Art the Clown now, just speechless. I don't talk. I just...
Apparently, it looks like he's a basketball player by the jersey he's wearing in the picture. I don't really know who this dude is, but some dude named Ben Gordon was arrested for allegedly punching a McDonald's security guard. What McDonald's has security? Jesus. the fuck is this?
Did you want some foods? I will put some foods in there.
Oh my goodness. A U.S. military pilot was juggling a lot of balls as he flew over the Mediterranean, cutting a path that looked like a sixth grade joke. He made a giant penis in the sky, apparently. This is on TMZ, so take it as it is. They're not always correct. That is possibly true. I don't know. I don't always believe everything that TMZ.
What I was saying when I was muted, my mom was saying that I guess a friend of her friends likes horror and told her about my podcast. So yeah, send the link to her. Navi's coming on, and even if she liked the show Numbers or Burn Notice or whatever, not just horror. Our next guest does it all, or our first guest, I should say. our next guest, our next first guest. But
Okay, it's my turn to be right back. I'll be right back.
okay. Oh, that's funny. So, but yeah, go ahead. You still have the link you can send Lauren, or do I need to send it to you again? It should still be on your phone. So it's like, I feel like what was it, on Saturday Night Live when Ashley Simpson, her music went out, and then she's just like doesn't know what to do, spins around. They made fun of that on Family Guy. Yeah, Aaron died like Whitney Houston in the tub. That's just crazy. And he was 34, but he did make it past 27 at least. Jinkies, yeah. Well, to the message who just wrote me, I don't like you right now. Okay, it's on your phone. Okay, yeah, go ahead and send it to her. She's still got time before Navi gets here, so.
Would you say something about I like you?
Oh, it's someone's messaging me about some bad luck in the past and quoted something, and I'm like, no, I don't like you.
I only heard a snippet of that because I had to run to the bathroom. So I was like coming around the corner of the desk when I heard it.
You're like, what? So actually, here we go.
Hello.
We have someone.
Yes, here I am.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How you been?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for agreeing to do it today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is my background okay, or is this better?
However
That's
you
fine.
want to do it, doesn't matter to us.
Great.
So yeah, we can hear you fine. So phone
Good.
works
Hi,
great.
guys.
So
I'm
yeah.
Navi, by the way. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Christy.
Hi,
or you can call me
Christy.
Boom. It don't matter.
Okay.
Here comes the Miss Boom. So yeah, I know you've been busy this week. You were saying something about studio. Do you do music now or something, or what was that about?
A voiceover recording.
Voiceover. Okay.
Yes.
So for commercials, or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep a listen out for. So I was unaware of that.
Yeah.
Anything we might have heard you and not even realize it.
I did the Moen commercials for a long time for the faucets and the different like bathroom stuff. So I did that for a few years, which was great.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I did not know that about you. So learn something new
Yeah.
every day. So, also since that came up, but we'll start back. When you were in high school, college, did you want to pursue a career in acting, or did you have another path in mind?
I started doing it in high school, and I initially wanted to become a novelist. That was originally when I first had something that I wanted to do, was become a writer. And then I started performing in school plays in high school, and I really enjoyed it. And then when I applied to college, I applied to all literary schools, really, or schools that I thought had strong lit departments. And then NYU was the outlier that I applied to for acting. And I ended up getting into NYU, and I loved the being in New York and the energy of the city. So that's how I ended up getting into it, was kind of through college. And yeah. And so I studied at NYU.
Okay. So since you originally want to be a novelist, though, what authors inspired you?
When I was younger, you mean?
Yeah, or what? Yeah. Or who inspired you, right?
We had I went to a really wonderful high school in Florida and in Miami. And so we studied a lot of, I had really wonderful literary teachers in the 10th grade. And that's how you that's around when you're starting to consider what colleges you go to. So I loved William Faulkner and Hemingway, you know, all the American classics. And then I got into James Joyce later on, and I ended up actually double majored at NYU. I graduated with a degree in theater and in British and American literature.
Okay. Yeah, I used to, when they had like the young authors conference, I don't know if they did that down at your school, like writing contest and write stories and submit. Like I used to do that all the time, and I really should get back into writing myself.
Yeah, it's great.
Fun. So you'd like to
get into poems in high school. I sent in the Reader's Digest, just dates me, but Reader's Digest had a contest. I sent one of my poems in. Supposedly it got submitted into the book, but I never bought it, so I don't know if it's actually in there. I couldn't even tell you like what copy it was anymore. But there might be a poem out there in a Reader's Digest somewhere if they're even around.
It's not. Someone will come across it in the library. It was before you were Boomstick, though, right?
Yes. I believe it was before I even knew what Boomstick meant, if I remember, because I think it was in high school, possibly junior high. So a long time ago.
So I saw when I was looking through your Internet Movie Database, one of my favorite shows, I saw you played a teen girl on it, Popular. I guess that was your first professional acting.
It was, yes.
I
was so grateful for that job because I really wanted my SAG-AFTRA. Actually, no, I think I had my SAG-AFTRA card, but yeah, I was on that show. It was a tiny part, like literally blink and you miss me part, but I was so grateful for it. You know, when you're starting out, you're grateful for every little thing that you get along the way, every morsel.
Right. I think, what was it? Carly Pope, who was one of the stepsisters in it, or sister with the parents got married. I think she was recently on Quantum Leap, or the new one too. So, I don't know. Have you seen that yet? No.
I don't have, I just got TV back in March. So I went through the whole pandemic without television. I'm a big reader now. Okay. So I only have like the streaming services. So I watch Amazon, HBO, Netflix, and Hulu.
Yes.
And outside of that, I don't know anything, to be honest with you.
Well, at least I threw you on to Barbarian, though. That was
that was a good call. But you know, HBO was kind of suggesting that I watch that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say, I'll just take credit for that. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was my idea.
Take credit because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have watched it.
So I know my movies.
Yeah, it was fun.
If you like kind of a creepy, I don't remember if it was on Paramount or HBO, but there was a movie called Significant Other, and it kind of looks like just like a creepy, like what happened like in the woods type thing, but there's aliens involved. It's called Significant Other.
Okay.
And it doesn't really go where you think it's gonna go. I just watched it this week and I liked it. I wasn't expecting it to be.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
I just don't. I get Paramount and HBO confused. I don't remember which platform it was on. So hopefully you could see it.
Okay, thank you.
And Angel was one of my favorite series back then. Buffy and Angel crossover, and the character you played, Dana, it sounded familiar, but I couldn't remember which episode that was. We looked it up. It was from Damaged. Was that the one where, like, after the Slayers got powers, because it said something about escaped Slayer wanting revenge on Spike?
Yes, that was like one of the fan favorite episodes. I never watched the show. I wasn't a Buffy Angel fan, but I got the part, and I even have like a card that they made out of me, like some sort of fan card. So
Mhm.
I played a deranged vampire slayer that wanted to kill Spike.
Okay,
And
that
I
one.
remember filming it, and I was like, it was a lot of fun to work with that cast. And James Marsden is a really talented actor, and
Oh yeah.
it was just a great experience. It was overall a really fun job. I have nothing but really fond memories of playing that character, even though she was a deranged vampire slayer.
Being deranged is fun. Like, when I was reading that, I was like, the deranged slayer. I was like, they can't be talking about Faith because it was season 5, and she already was got a redemption through Angel and everything. So I was trying to think, and I remember hearing the name Data, and it was driving me nuts. I'm like, I know this episode, but I can't remember it. It's like I'm starting to get a little deranged trying to remember this thing. But I have the whole box set, that the number box set that they had, so I'm definitely going to go back and watch it for sure.
It's a fun one. I had a good time doing it.
Let's see.
Sounds
Haunted
amazing.
by Horse said, yeah, she got her powers when all the potentials were called. So, yeah. Definitely check
They
it
probably
out.
know more than I do.
You're like, it was
To
just
be honest.
it was just a fun job. I enjoyed it. Just get to be. So, do you enjoy those type of characters being deranged or psychotic, or is there a type that you prefer?
Yeah, they're fun. I mean, it's a good time.
Everybody says that.
It is. I mean, I'm pretty much as normal as you get in real life. So I'm kind of, a dull mother now. So it's always fun to put on,
A different
psychopath shoes and go for it.
Yeah, we usually get that. It's more fun to play the psycho or the killer or
It is.
whatever.
It is, definitely.
Was there any interesting sets on Angel working with Joss Whedon or James or any of them that you can recall?
No, I just remember it was very long hours, and as they usually are, most shows. And we were downtown. I mean, not downtown. Sorry, my apologies. We were at where the harbors are, so like San Pedro. So I remember it was a pretty far drive, and I remember just I knew that I was on a show that had a huge fan base and a big fan following. And so when you're on anything that you have that awareness about, you just try to do your best because it's something that will come up 20 years later.
Yes, exactly. I think Buffy is still pretty big out there. I mean, it's got a good following, and so they might reboot it, which I don't know. I've heard that. I'm like, I mean, it was such a great show, and I mean, it's still the stories, and people can still relate to them today. Even that's what's so great about that.
Right.
So, it's awesome that you're part of that legacy. To be involved in that.
Definitely, I feel the same way. It's an honor.
Thing a little turn off of Buffy, but you've been in a lot of crime shows,
And
especially
crime.
Numbers. Was you a fan of those crime type shows before you got in them?
Yes, but now I'm a huge fan of real crime type shows.
too.
I love them, I would say. So
Yeah, I got hooked
liked
into
them,
watching
but
trials.
yes, now I have like a real love for them. Also because they're so much more popular and available than they used to be.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, I love all the true crime stuff, and then I watch that. Then I'll get hooked into like a fascinated case, and I'll watch the trial all the way through. And it gets boring at parts, but sometimes it gets a little weird.
wow, I've never done that. I've only watched like the docuseries, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
but
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was to say, a bunch of different documentaries on the
Oh,
trials,
yes.
everything on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just found out that there's going to be a 48 hours episode on one of the trials I just watched because it happened not too far from where I live. Chandler, what was his last name? Halderson. Yeah, that happened. If you ever watch 48 Hours and that one comes
I
up,
do watch
happened.
that.
When that name pops up, yeah, that happened not too far away from where I live.
What's his name?
Chandler, I think I'm pronouncing the last name right. Halderson. He killed his parents, and it's in Wisconsin. So,
Okay.
yeah, there's a little bit more to it, but yeah, he dismembered them, and yeah. So I don't know when that's coming out. I just heard about it, I think yesterday. But
Right.
yeah,
I
that
will
was
keep an ear out.
interesting.
Like almost sounds like could be a movie of the week soon. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I'm just wondering how much they're gonna actually put into it. Because that kid had so many lies going, it wasn't even funny.
Wow.
I shouldn't call him a kid. I think he was like 30, but still younger than me. But
yeah, I was trying to find numbers. I think it was on Pluto, but they didn't have it from the beginning. They only had season 4, and I started watching it, and I'm like, I can't watch stuff out of order. It's driving me nuts. But I saw
What's Pluto?
Pluto's a free app.
Yeah,
I was able to watch season 1 and on that side. I'm not sure, but because I went on to Pluto.
You found season 1?
Yeah, I went on to Pluto and I was able to watch.
Well, what did I?
No, it did start at season 4. Never mind, I lied.
Yeah, it's weird. It had season 4 to 6. I want to say where there's 6 seasons.
Yeah, it's kind of like Tubi. If you've ever heard of Tubi, it'll
Yes,
break
that I've
ads
heard
and
of.
stuff like that. It's just a free app, but yeah, a lot of the episodes are on Pluto.
But I was confused, like with the terror. I didn't know what was going on. I watched the first episode of season 4, and I'm trying to remember. I guess you ended up playing the girlfriend of the main character, or
Yes.
wife, or what was it again? You'll have to refresh.
It
It's been so long
progressed through
since
all
I've
those
watched.
stages. Yes. First, I was his student and friend, and then I was his girlfriend, and then I was his fiance, and then eventually we got married on the show.
Okay, which
And we were dear friends in real life, so it was a sweet and it was a great work job. It was a really lovely environment to work on that show. I was with a lot of really experienced and talented actors, and it was like a little sponge learning from all these really wonderful, esteemed colleagues.
Nice. What was it like being on a show that he was on several episodes for so long? I know usually people on TV shows, they say it takes a lot out of them, because they're so long hours and stuff.
It was great. I really have nothing but such fond memories of working with that whole cast and crew. It was a really wonderful experience. Yeah, I've been very fortunate. I haven't had any bad stories, which is, I think, pretty unheard of.
Did you get to pick, since you was on it for so long, did you get to say in like any of like your wardrobe or anything?
Yeah, I definitely, we would kind of co-create the characters' looks together, and whatever. They were really accommodating and trying to help kind of meld my style with the character style. But she was a different person than me. She was very studious and more conservative, and there was a certain way that the character needed to dress that made sense for the character, and I clearly saw that. So I was making an effort to help the wardrobe department create the character, as opposed to bring my personal style to it too much.
At least you get to have some sort of say in it. So
Yeah,
that's something.
Yeah, no, they're wonderful in that way. Usually, I've never really been on a show where they don't want you to feel comfortable or feel good in what you're wearing.
So, I was trying to remember. Also, your role, besides being the student, you did help him like with some of the crimes and everything too.
Yeah.
And it's like, I remember I used to watch it on TV, and I just thought it was amazing of all the stuff, how he related to math. I mean, very clever show. I mean,
It was great.
It's like, I'm not a math person, but I enjoyed that. It was amazing.
Yeah. I loved those are my favorite episodes, where they would allow me to come along, tag along, and be involved with solving the crime. It was really great.
Which one would you say was your favorite crime that you got to help solve on there?
I should have looked up the name of the episode, but it's the one where there was like a cult, and she like helps them find the cult leader and arrest the cult leader. But I cannot remember the name right now. But it's also because I feel like cults are having a moment right now. So I watch a lot of cult related stuff. Do you too, Christy?
Sometimes it depends on what it involves, but yeah,
I've been watching The Vow since it first came out, so I'm pretty cult savvy.
Wow, I don't think I've seen that one.
I haven't seen that one, but I've watched a few documentaries on some of the cults, and they're really crazy.
They're really crazy. Yeah.
Yes. So I have to look up that episode. If it's in season 4 or above, maybe I can watch it. But
it was definitely one of the later ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'd like to see it. I just hate watching stuff out of order, though. It drives me nuts. And if I don't know what's going on, and so probably that you'd have to follow along, because I think the way, I guess, season 3 was probably a cliffhanger. There was like some terrorist that supposedly betrayed CIA, but he was a mole. If that sounds familiar to you, that episode.
It doesn't, but that's just because I wasn't when I wasn't a part of the storylines. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember everything.
I remember briefly seeing you into it, and it you had come to the office, and then I was around. I was just I think you were just in a couple of scenes of that one. It wasn't really a main one.
Yeah, there were a lot of episodes like that where I was just in a couple of scenes. So that's why when you asked me, was it really grueling hours? It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was very civil.
You've worked with like a lot of different people on TV shows and movies. Was there anyone that that maybe you were a fan of prior, or you couldn't believe you were working with, or had the privilege of working with, I should say?
Definitely Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, I was going to actually bring him up, like House of Sand and Fog. That must have been awesome to play his daughter. So.
It was incredible. And he was so lovely and so nice and so just warm, and invited me to things in his personal life. He's not only a really incredible actor, but he was a really nice human being, which was great.
Nice. Is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you would like to work with? Just like anybody, it doesn't have to be anybody particular.
I'm a huge fan of Cillian Murphy. I love Peaky Blinders. I love him as an actor. So I would say him.
Nice.
Yeah.
I heard Peaky Blinders is good. I haven't had a chance to watch that yet.
It's great.
So, well, we seem to have same tastes. I mean, so I'll have to check it out then. So.
It's really good. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. All right. I think my roommate watches it. So, and then someone else, who was it? There was someone else that was on the show before, but I saw they made a post saying, "Oh, the new season of Peaky Blinders." So I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
So it just finished its 6th and final season. So I feel like right before I had my daughter, I watched a few shows, and it's always great when they're done because you can like binge the whole thing in sequence, like you were saying.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. Just like to just binge it in that way, because there's nothing more annoying when they like cliffhanger it or there's commercials. And it's just like, what's gonna happen? I gotta know. So.
I know. I have trouble watching things that are not in sequence too, except for Law and Order SVU.
Okay. Well, there might be some shows where you can watch out of order, but then if there's like certain things, I don't know. It just depends on what the show is, if you can watch it out of order or not. But
yes.
I've always been that way. Like, even if I miss like a few minutes of movie, I'm like, nope, I got to watch it later. I can't do that. I was so mad. I forget. I think it was in Atlanta. They were showing a movie of something and I had missed it and I heard it already started. I'm like, well, that's not the time it was supposed to be. And I was just like, oh, can't watch it now because I don't know what's going on. It's like a little OCD. It's like, gotta see it.
Yeah, I relate completely.
On Burnos, he was on 3 different episodes with that one, and you had some really awesome like knife fight or fighting scenes. You even kind of fought yourself a couple times. Was there a lot going into that?
That was a really fun job. It was really great because they shot in Miami, and I grew up in Florida. I went to grade school and high school in Miami. So it was great being able to go back home and stay with my family and work there as well. But yes, there were I love scenes like that. I love really physical scenes that involve, it's kind of like I danced for a long time when I was younger. So it's kind of like choreography with the fighting or with any of that stuff. So it was a lot to learn, but it was really enjoyable. And Jeffrey Donovan is also a great person to work with.
Nice. How'd they pull off you like hitting in the head on the table and you not getting hurt?
That was just stunts. That was just like, I can't remember exactly how we did it, but I know it looked really legit. I
did. I was like, oh my God.
Clips of it since, and I've been like, wow. And I remember filming that scene. It was a lot of fun.
I just saw that. Like you said, it does look really legit. I was like, how did they pull that off where you didn't get hurt?
I can't remember, but it was good. It was a good one.
So how many of since sort of speaking of stunts, how many of your own stunts do you do? Do you like to do your own stunts, or
I try to do as many of them as possible. I usually only get pulled out when they're like, it's not legally safe for you to do it anymore.
Mhm.
And then you want to respect, this the whole stunt artistry too. So, and that's not me. So,
Right. Yeah, they know what they're doing usually.
yes, I'm not
They
Tom
don't know what
Cruise.
they're doing.
I should say they've been trained to know what they're doing. I should reword that a little bit better.
Yes. I'm not Tom Cruise. Very few people are.
Or Harrison Ford or any of them. Yeah.
Right.
And he's like clinging on an airplane up in the sky. And he's a little out there. I also seen there was a movie. I wasn't able to find it, unfortunately, but it was Undead or Alive.
Yes.
Like a really cool zombie flick.
That was like a zombie Western
Yeah.
kind of knife fighting, sword fighting. Actually, when you asked me about doing my stunts, I remember I did a lot of my stunts until they wanted her to the character do a backflip off the table and cut a zombie's head off. And I was like, that's definitely time to call my stunt person because that I'll end up killing myself doing.
You're like, I didn't take gymnastics. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds interesting. I can just imagine.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, I couldn't find it streaming anywhere, but it looked really good. But yeah, it looked like a Western zombie flick. I was like,
It was
really
a Western zombie flick.
Another one I'll have to add to my list there. Yeah. And also, let's see, Castle, another show I enjoyed. You got to work with.
Oh,
Nathan.
yeah.
So, yeah. How was it working with him? I've met him. He
Great.
seems to be a joker. Like, did he play any jokes on the set while you were there, or?
He's just generally a really funny guy. He's got a great sense of humor. So just being around him, it was just, he's humorous and witty and funny and intelligent. So just all in all, a great co-star.
Mm-hmm.
They are long days. So, if the people you're working with are funny and can keep you entertained, all the more power to them.
Yeah, I can imagine it'd probably be hard to do. Well, especially if you have like any like rough scenes where nobody's really joking off this thing and being a long day. I imagine that taking a lot out of somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Excuse me, sorry.
was there any improv scenes that he did, or like takes that was funny in between when you were working with Nathan?
Not with me,
Not
no.
with you? Oh, okay.
No. I believe I played an archaeologist on that show, so I had some pretty chunky dialogue stuff. So everyone was real respectful to kind of let me work it out because it was a mouthful.
Okay.
When you play smart people, you tend to have to say a lot of hard dialogue. So
I'm sure, yeah. Like, what's this word? Hold on, let me get this out here.
And he's also in Greg's Anatomy. That was kind of a hard episode. They didn't really say what happened to that. I remember I didn't put in the notes, but to I believe it was your girlfriend.
yes,
That one. But that was probably like a hard scene to.
it was. There was something about a baby. I think
Yeah.
we were trying to have a baby and we were in the
Yeah,
hospital.
she was pregnant, and then something happened with her liver, so they had to get a liver transplant or something like that. But they never. I think they was able to get the liver, but they didn't really say anything about the baby or if everything ended up being hunky dory, or they just kind of went to like a different storylines.
I think it ended up working out because I don't know if the audience knew this, but I remember carrying balloons onto that set. So I think it worked out for the couple and baby.
Maybe I had to click off of it or something, and I missed that part. But yeah, I thought that was kind of rough. I was like, oh, maybe I was like, they didn't really finish that one, so maybe I walked out of the room and missed that. I don't know, because I know
Or maybe it got cut. I can't remember either.
That could be too. I don't know. But yeah, it's like they didn't really finish that one.
Hmm. So for emotional roles like that, or any role, whether it be more drama or action or whatever, what's your process into figuring a character out?
Well, definitely research. And I mean, every character is different. I feel like um, yeah, I usually research it and I work on it with my coach. And there's a lot that goes into it that you don't see to get to the point where you can show up and have a good place that you do want to see.
Mhm.
So, I tend to research a lot of my roles and work on them with my acting coach, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any of your roles that you had to do like extensive research into, or?
I mean, numbers, every week or every episode, they would provide us with math packets. So we had literally like teachers there teaching us the work. So I would say that was something, and I took it seriously because I knew probably audience members would really know what they were, there'd be mathematicians and scientists that were watching. And so that was always something I took very seriously because David got so good at the math. Sometimes he would actually catch the mistakes.
Oh wow!
Incredible. Yeah, I wasn't that good, but he got really, really good.
So they actually had like actual mathematicians and stuff help you
Yes.
out with everything on.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I was curious about that. That was the one that was kind of making me think about that one the most, is because all the people involved had such a high education and had to know all this stuff, like their character wise. It's like, did they just give you a script and have you go on with it, or did they actually teach you any of it?
They taught us a lot. It was great.
It's like an on-set schooling and acting class all at the same time.
Yeah. Well, it was wonderful for me, especially because I'm not somebody who did really well in math in college and high school, or then I didn't take it in college, but it wasn't one of my strong subjects in high school. So then I kind of got to revisit it as a young adult and learn and develop a whole new appreciation for it that I didn't previously have.
It was just talking.
You were joking around about, I'm not a math person, but I enjoy numbers.
Yeah, before you came on with us talk about, and I was like, hey, you don't want to hear some. I'm glad my son's not down here. He would love to tell some stories on me. I told one on myself. We was at a grocery store and I wasn't thinking, and I looked at him and I asked him if 7 + 7 was 14. There's another one that involves ribs that he would love to tell, but he's not down here, so he don't get to embarrass me. No, we're not talking about the ostrich. We're talking about numbers and math. He's making fun of me because we were driving. It's a 3-hour trip to go visit our family. And we was driving down, and I was talking about something. I don't remember what it involved, but it involved an emu or an ostrich. And I was trying to describe the bird, but I couldn't remember what other birds are like an emu or ostrich, really big and flightless. But I was calling it a two-legged bird. I was like, no, it's a two-legged bird.
Well, that narrows it down.
As opposed to a four-legged bird, like a griffin?
Gryffindor.
Yeah, so he's been making fun of me about that one for a while because I said two-legged bird. And I was all serious about it too because I was like, no, it's a two-legged bird.
It's the bird with feathers. What is the one with the feathers? I can't remember.
Interesting.
But yeah, so yeah, there's some of my magical moments. So yeah, I would not be able to do anything like that.
Yes, we commend you for that. You did an excellent job. So, thank you. Thank you for entertaining us with that. Also, for anyone who's OC fans, you were on OC as well. So how was that for you?
So exciting.
So I think, I can't remember, did it when they did the Teen Choice Awards, it was either nominated or won, or I could be wrong, I don't know, but
I don't know because I was just a guest star on that show, so I wasn't really included in the whole world that the other actors were in, but just to even be a guest star on something that was like a recurring character on like a cultural phenomenon was quite the experience.
I was looking at the cast of that, and I didn't realize Ben. I can't think of his last name. He's married to Marina. Yeah, he's married to Marina Backwin from Firefly and did Gotham. He was on that. Cam Gidget, who was in Twilight as the Bad Vampire, and he was also in Never Back Down, which I actually got to meet him. I was an extra on that, and I was like, oh, so we actually worked with someone on the same set.
Interesting.
Who else was on? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, what were we? Twilight. Okay, I don't remember who he was.
He played James, the bad vampire that they tore his head off at the end. He was in the.
Is this in the first movie?
Just the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
They tore his head off, threw it in the fire or whatever. Yeah, that was him.
Somehow my daughter recently found out about Twilight, and I told her, because I'm a big reader, so she sees me reading all the time, and I told her I read Twilight, and she's like, you read a book about a vampire and a werewolf? I'm like, it's not really just that, but it was kind of, she was making fun of me for that. So I relate to the kid making fun of you, comment.
Is at least the book better than the movie?
Actually, I think the book was better than the movie.
Yeah, they're fun. I had a good time reading them. It was so long ago, but it was a fun, it's not my usual genre, so it was fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just looking again. I forgot Misha Barton, who's done other horror movies too, and Adam Brody and Peter Gallagher. So yeah, they had a lot of good casts on that.
Yeah, it was fun. Adam and I seem to live in the same area because I run into him at the grocery store now and again.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
I always get seeing someone like, "Oh, how you been?"
Exactly.
But what's your normal genre book? You said Twilight's not your normal genre.
Well, I love reading like thrillers and, like Gone Girl type of books.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Those sound I have a hard time sticking to books. I gotta find some books I can read. I don't have the attention span.
And then I'll read all of their stuff. Like Taylor Jenkins Reid. I just spent the summer. I read all her books, and so
nice.
Yeah.
What do you think of James Patterson? Have you read any of his?
Never, actually.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
No.
They're actually pretty good. The Alex Cross series is pretty good. The ones that are written by him and other authors, like I'll say James Patterson and whoever, like they're okay, but they're never as good as the ones he writes by himself. Like he has that style where you can tell, yeah, that's just him. And then when he writes with someone else, it just seems a little off, or because of the cooperation. Not saying it's not bad, that they're horrible or anything, but you can just tell,
Right.
So how a certain author has their own style. Like he did also Kiss the Girls. They did a movie of that with Morgan Freeman.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, that's James Patterson. So
okay.
Yeah. And the book, there's like some weird stuff that's not in the movie. Like I'm not even gonna go into it. We'll just say it involves a snake and a human body and something going. Yeah, it's weird. Like there's a lot of differences between the movie and that. So but anyway, go ahead, Boom. You were gonna say something before I
mention this one while my husband's roaming around there. But he's a big fan of Magnum PI. I wasn't able to revisit your episode, so I didn't get to see it because I couldn't find it streaming anywhere. But what's it being on Magnum PI, the new TV show? I guess
it was so cool
with Tom Selleck.
Watching the one with my dad when I was a little girl, so. It was exciting getting to do something that I had a memory of as a child, to be a part of it in a new iteration.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was your character on that? I know it was called, your name was Isabel Simpson, but I don't know like the storyline or anything to that one. If you remember, if not, that's fine. It was a long time ago.
I believe it was something with my daughter lost her cat and she wanted to call the detective to help her find her cat. Nice. And Magnum is a nice guy, and so he showed up, and there's there's usually like multiple storylines
Yeah.
in the episode. So this was, I think, a smaller storyline.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a cute storyline, though. You missed
It was cute. Actually, literally before we came on here, my daughter and I were just researching about buying maybe adopting a cat. So
Nice.
something I can actually relate to now.
Well, if it goes missing, you know who to call, you know?
Exactly.
If I'd known that, when I was kind of leaning like this a little bit ago, my cat was bugging me. If I'd known that, I would have picked him up.
Oh, cute.
Yes, pets are allowed here. So if you have any roaming by, it doesn't matter. We've
I
had
don't
dogs.
have any, much to my daughter's dismay. But maybe in the future, if I do,
Nice.
me and said pet can come on to say hello again.
Say hello. Paws up. Hello. We can get Boom can get her cat too. They can say meow to each other.
What's the name of your cat, Boom?
Well, technically his name's Magneto, but he doesn't
Okay.
answer to that. So we call him Max. So he answers to Max.
Cute.
He's not a
So
fan
you're
of
an
X-Men.
X-Men fan?
I was
I'm
gonna say
sorry.
he's not.
You're an X-Men fan?
Actually, he came with the name. What's
Okay.
funny because my dog, we got her from a shelter, and her name was Rogue. Well,
Okay.
she's mainly white, but she's got like black markings on her, so she's got a black mask. And we got her from the shelter, and they named her Rogue at the shelter. And we ended up keeping that name because I was trying to think of like a superhero type name to give her. It's like there's not really that doesn't have like woman or girl. It's like I don't really want to call dog like Batwoman or Batgirl, you know, something like that. So I was trying to think, and so we ended up sticking with Rogue and kept it with it. And you should bring her over here. Oh, she freaks. I don't know if you heard that, but she freaks out when she gets picked up sometimes.
Like no.
I know. No, I don't
Well,
want
wait a minute.
to.
You're not supposed to touch Rogue. She'll drain you of your power.
Oh, so cute.
Yes,
Oh, she's beautiful. I love her
She
marking.
heard you guys talking about her, so she was at attention.
But yeah, so we just kept the name, and then I just so happened I came across a Facebook Marketplace, I think it was, and this lady was giving away a cat, and I made a comment on there. I wasn't planning on getting a cat, but I made a comment because the cat's name was Magneto. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. My dog's name's Rogue," and so we ended up getting him. He was an adult cat, and just got him for free off Marketplace. But him and the dog are best friends now. I'm sure he'll end up coming and bugging me eventually, but. But yeah, he didn't answer to Magneto. We kind of kept it, but we just call him Max. I don't know how Max came from Magneto, but it is what it is.
That's interesting.
Oh, he says because he was lazy and tired.
Mag, I ain't saying Magneto. It's too long of a name. Mag.
Right.
Let's just shorten it. Well, you got Magneto on his tag though.
No, he don't have a tag on him or like a name tag on him. He's got a bell, but I don't have a name tag. Yeah, I never thought about getting one. He never leaves the house. If he does, he's got a leash or something.
Let's see. Hunted by Horse. Oh, it's short for Magneto from X-Men. Yep. Well, Magneto X will take the M and A from Magneto and X from X-Men. That's how you get Max. There we go. Thank you.
There you go.
That solves it.
But yeah, well, we're all super nerdy anyway, so we just kind of kept their names as is. Didn't really change them, but I think he's more of an X-Men fan than I am, but it just worked out that way, kind of.
So I was gonna say, since you mentioned X-Men, how about you? Are you a Marvel or DC fan?
I don't watch either, but if the ones I have seen, definitely Marvel.
Yeah.
But I'm not like an active, like my best friend has seen all of them. Her sons go see all of them. My daughter and I are not interested in that world, but if I have to see them, I will do a Marvel movie.
Gotcha.
Actually, I take that back. My daughter likes Spider-Man. She likes Tom Holland as Spider-Man. So we've seen those in the theater, and they're fun. I think they're fun. I'm a Zendaya fan, so I get to see Zendaya. She gets to see Spider-Man. Win-win.
Right. I do like Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Yeah, I do too.
He seems fitting for the role.
And he actually does his own backflips and stunts, like he is the gymnast. He does his own. Unlike you, he can do backflips. I'm sorry to say, but yes, he didn't.
Sorry.
He didn't.
Not
do-
nice.
That part is I did take the back. I just don't know how to do backflips.
You see what role you could get if you could do backflips? You could be Gwen Stacy's Spider Woman in the next one. But
Yeah, seriously. Oh,
I kind of wish I would have done gymnastics. That would have been cool. Just man, yeah,
Hey,
like
let's
yeah,
see you do a backflip, Steven.
I can do it. I can do it, but I don't want to.
Snap, let's go.
like in the Simpsons, that Halloween special, the one with the monkey paw, and they're in India, and there's like some weird like guru. He's like all of a sudden he's like twisting his body, and then he walks on his ears, and Bart's like, I can do that, but I don't want to. So that's why I can do that, but I don't want to. So, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, let's get into one of the main reasons. I knew you did other stuff too, of course, but what made me think of you was Feast. So-
Yes. Wait, can I really? I'm sorry, I'm having really bad allergies. Can I just go to the restroom really quickly before?
Oh
we
yeah,
get-
go
Oh,
for it.
yes,
Is that
go ahead.
okay?
That's fine.
I'll
Absolutely.
be right back. Give me one
Absolutely.
second.
Go ahead.
There's my beautiful ceiling. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Not a problem.
That is the nicest ceiling I've ever seen.
Hi, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go. to the
That's
bathroom.
fine. I'm gonna do my backflips, but I can go invisible.
True.
I'm the invisible man or skeleton man.
Speaking of invisible, my headless video, or not headless, I guess necklace video I did post to my YouTube.
Oh, Echo's here. Hello.
Echo, echo. QQ.
So,
Navi will be back in just a moment, taking a quick break.
and then we'll be getting into Feast. So feast your eyes on what's coming. Yeah, bad pun. I don't know what I'm saying now. Go to bed. Hello, top of the day.
Up in the day, governor.
So until she returns, we got that ceiling view. Oh, that's fun.
I was gonna kind of ask her. She don't have a huge part in Roswell, but I thought about asking that.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
another show I watched. It, yeah.
But we'll get into that after Feast.
Yes. I knew there was another show that
Since
I watched.
there's,
that was on.
she don't deal with aliens herself because I did watch the episode. But I was just wondering, since it was an alien-centric show, if like she believed in stuff like that.
I do.
Oh, she heard me.
I'm coming back. Yeah.
Welcome back. I guess we'll backtrack to Roswell then, since you heard that.
Sorry, I just had to take a Benadryl. I'm having horrible allergies. The weather is actually changing in LA, which is unheard of. And I get terrible, terrible allergies. Ever since I had my daughter, I never used to get them before. But after having a kid, they come with allergies for me.
Well, yeah, your body does end up changing with that, so I could see it.
I have
did-
allergies. I have to take Benadryl sometimes too, so I get that. I hate it. I've sneezed like someone says bless you, I'll be like, just say bless you next 100 times you sneeze because ooh.
My daughter gets them too, and she has a little mark on her nose, and they call it the allergic salute.
Really?
There's
haven't heard
actually
that.
a medical name for a mark you get, and it's because kids do this enough and it leaves a mark on their nose.
Oh yeah. Well, like I used to itch my nose, like yeah. I hope I.
If you have a
I don't know
little
if I have-
line here, it's called the allergic salute.
Huh. I'm only allergic to one thing, and it's the most stupid thing ever to be allergic to. And I hate it every Christmas because I'm allergic to freaking pine trees.
Oh, well, that's
Out of
actually good for
everything
the
in the
environment
world.
because we really shouldn't be cutting down so many trees anyway.
Yeah, I'm just the sap in it. It makes me. I can't even have cleaners or nothing. If it smells like pine, I cannot have it. like the soap and scents and stuff. It'll make little red dots all over my body. My face will swell up. My eyes will swell up. Yeah, I cannot touch
There's a
pine cones.
really great cleaner called Fabuloso. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah,
That name sounds familiar.
It
Yeah.
smells so good. It's what I have, what I clean my house with, and it smells like a lovely lavender scent. So it smells delicious and no pine. So
nice.
it's a win-win for you, Boom.
Definitely. I know my husband hates it because we can't have a real Christmas tree or anything, but yeah.
Well,
The
good
most
for the
ridiculous
environment.
thing-
Like I said, we shouldn't be cutting down so many trees. We should be planting trees.
Yeah, true. But yeah, the most ridiculous thing in the world I'm allergic to.
It's
Can't help what
legit.
you're allergic to.
I can't stand getting sap on my fingers. Drives me crazy. I get a little
It
OCD
kill me.
about
I can't even like have gin because gin is made with juniper berries and it's sealed in cedar containers. It will make my lips swell up.
it. Wow.
So yeah, I found that out because
Like
a
a puffer
bartender
fish.
gave me a wrong drink one night, and the next day my lips were all. It felt like I had like Botox or something. They were all swelled, and they were like super tender, and I couldn't. It was like, oh my god, I was in so much pain.
I just got my book pitch.
I don't drink gin. I don't drink, but anyway, I've never. I think I tried gin once, and I was like, "This is very medicinal tasting."
Yeah, I had it once by accident because I knew I couldn't have it, and I had it once by accident, and yeah, and that's the only thing I'm allergic to. So I can't think of anything else that would have been put in my drink that would have had that reaction. But so
It's like beware. Yeah.
yeah, anybody want to kill me? Just find my way.
What's in the box?
But yeah, as we get back to Roswell.
Oh yes, Roswell. I do believe there is extraterrestrial life. I don't know what form I really believe in, but yes, I do believe in aliens.
Nice. Yeah, they have all sorts of different like forms and whatnot. Have you ever seen anything weird?
No, thank goodness. I'm gonna knock on wood because I'm also superstitious.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's keep it that way. Nothing yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, a few weeks ago we had Lou Taylor Pucci, and he had an interesting ghost story. He ended up staying at a haunted hotel, and he saw a ghost. And Chris Pine, you're allergic to pine. Sorry, Chris Pine.
Yeah, he shared the ghost story.
I just think that's funny. But yeah, he saw the same thing. He was talking. He's like, "Yo, there was this woman," and like described the exact same ghost. And he's like, "Oh shit, I didn't want to say anything. I thought I was dreaming." And there's like apparently some guy saw like just legs walking by, like it's some haunted place. Was it in Mexico or something? Or
I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say Nevada,
or
but
Nevada maybe, or somewhere.
I don't know. I clipped that part out.
But he even had the toilet paper started just going like someone was just going down. And
That's
yeah.
scary. I believe in ghosts too, so I don't. There's a part of me that really wants to go to the Stanley Hotel and stay there, but then there's a part of
that'd
me
be amazing.
that thinks it's way too scary for me and completely out of my league.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorite movies of all time when it comes to any movie, and especially horror movies.
Yes. So what other horror movies, do you enjoy besides that?
I love Seven.
Oh, so when I said what's in the
Charlotte.
box, I didn't even have to
Yes,
explain.
love that movie. You know, I got the opportunity in COVID to revisit and rewatch some stuff. I love Gone Girl. I actually think that's it's not really a horror movie, but it's a scary thriller. I love a lot of thrillers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a genre I'm very fond of.
Nice. Yes. I'm pretty much anything. If it's horror, no matter what type. I'm there.
Yeah.
I just so
If anybody's interested, because I clipped out the Lou's ghost stories. I just put it in the chat. If anybody wants to afterwards click that and
hear it from him exactly.
right, so you don't have to go through the whole interview. I do have just his ghost story clipped out.
I know time is changing. I feel like I'm getting a little dark, so I'm going to pop on a light because it's
Okay.
a little dark where I am. I know tomorrow time's changing, right?
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wait, so we're going.
we're falling back.
Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Well, my phone will automatically do it, but
Exactly.
so yeah, that'll give me an extra hour. Yay, I can sleep a little bit longer because, as you know, I get up early.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, it'll already start to be set. But I was saying how they're doing a Black Friday. Well, Walmart's doing different events, and the one morning I got to be there at 4 a.m, so I got to get up like about 3 or so, or quarter after 3, get ready, and then go. Luckily, I'm only like 3 minutes away, so I don't have to get up too early. But it's like, yay!
You live in Wisconsin, I'm taking it, and
Me.
you live in Florida.
I'm in Florida.
He's in Florida.
And
I'm
how
in
did you guys
Wisconsin.
connect?
Through
Facebook?
YouTube. Facebook, YouTube,
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, we've been doing the show over a year now. So yeah, about a year. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, never
Tonight's
met in
number
real
8.
life.
Yeah, never met in real life, but so. Probably at a convention, maybe one day. Who knows? But
Yeah.
whatever. So
Right.
Shoot,
That's
I haven't been to
cool.
Florida since I don't know, the 90s, I think. I know I was 14, so it was a long time ago.
Let's see. I put Dark Side of the Moon over The Shining. Yeah. Oh, Dark Side of the. I was trying to think. I was like Dark Side of the Moon. I'm like, oh, over The Shining. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Like some people have done it to Wizard
The
of
Pink
Oz.
Floyd
so.
album?
Yeah, I think that's what he means because I was like, don't some people do it to Wizard of Oz? So yeah.
That's one of my other favorite movies. Not a horror genre, but I love that movie.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's a lot of people's favorites.
I'm a big Halloween fan too. Just the
Nice.
Halloween in general. That's one I can really get behind.
Yes. So how was your Halloween? Did you have a
It
good
was
one?
fantastic.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Play on words. Well, I don't know if just like
Quite literally, I was a vampire, so it was fantastic.
Nice.
well, True Blood, the bar's called Fantasia.
I know. I watched that show.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was kind of disappointed in the ending though. I'm like, I didn't expect that. That was
You know, endings are so hard because I think one of the best show of all time to get the ending right is Breaking Bad. It was literally started out. I mean, it's one of the greatest shows ever, but the last season is one of the best seasons ever of television. But not everybody is Vince Gilligan, so that's all I can say for that. But I just think all shows, it's really hard to kind of create a really satisfying ending.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Haunted by Horror.
I've only watched one episode of Breaking Bad, and that was because I'm a huge into Walking Dead, and I heard that there was like relation into that because one dude gets killed. I don't know what episode.
It's his bag of pills that he had or whatever or something in it.
Yeah, the pills.
Or I mean, not the pills. The blue.
Yeah, I think their pills or their drugs go into the Walking Dead, but there's a dude on Breaking Bad that dies, but he also like walks out of the hospital room. I don't know the character's name. I'm sorry, but he's like half his head's like blown off, and he just kind of turns, looks, and he falls over. So people were saying that he might have been like a zombie or something. So that's the only episode I saw.
Okay.
I've heard it's good. I've just never had the time to go and revisit or visit it.
Yeah, it's great.
His whole brother-in-law being a DEA agent and everything's like, oh my gosh.
It's so well put together. That's what I'm saying. The construct of the show is just next. It's brilliant. Really is.
Nice.
Yeah, and the process of him becoming Heisenberg. Let me say that right. Yeah. Like at first he's just that science teacher, and then he becomes this badass drug lord. It's like, damn. Like the change in that. Definitely check it out, Boom. I mean, it's worth it. So but
I'll have to visit it one day. So I was always into The Walking Dead, so I would watch that, and then I never get into the Breaking Bad.
There's so many good shows.
I've never watched an episode of Game of Thrones either.
I got to catch up on House of Dragons, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch that one because it's got Matt Smith in it.
So, but yeah, Feast. Let's feast our eyes on that. Yes. So,
Uh-oh. It's like, no, I'm out.
Forget Feast.
She accidentally left the studio.
Like, nope, I'm done. You mentioned that's or Game of Thrones. I don't like that.
She'll be back when she figures it out.
Yeah. So I'll have to go to the same link there. Like, whoopsie. Okay, here she is. There we go.
This is the problem with my computer being at the shop. My apologies.
No, you're fine. That's okay.
You're not the
You're
only
like
one
feast,
left
and I hung up.
accidentally.
You're like, forget Feast. Fuck that. I didn't like that movie.
No, it was a really fun experience. Actually, it was a really fun one.
So how did you get cast in that? Did the agent hear about that, or
It was just sorry. Let me turn my privacy. Oh no, I won't. It's okay. It was just a regular audition. I went into the audition, and it was an audition process, and I ended up getting the part.
So,
Yeah.
Part of the heroine. Yeah, I'm sure working with Jason Mewes and all that. That, or did he get killed before you came in? I think.
No, we're friends in real life, actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's great. That's what I'm saying. They had a really great cast of people that it was really fun going to work. There was always a character here and there, and Jason is a really good guy. He's really
he doesn't act in his movies. He's just how he is in person. That's it.
Yeah.
That's totally Jason. Like he is Jay. He is whatever character.
Yeah.
Like, no filter, Joker, spontaneous, whatever. Like
yeah, he's a really nice guy too. We have kids
yeah.
around the same age, so we'll see each other here and there. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And there was so many fluids and on set. Was it hard to work? I'll just say fluids plural because there's more than just blood.
Yeah, the whatever.
That is the only thing I would say that resembles anything negative about that series is the fake blood in my hair. I still actively avoid fake blood. When I was getting ready for Halloween this year, the makeup artist asked me if I wanted any blood. And I was like, if we cannot do that, that'd be great. So yeah,
I've had enough on me in my lifetime.
Really sticky, and it's really hard to get out of your hair.
I can imagine.
I definitely lost a lot of hair, but because no, it's fine. It just gets it's regrown since.
Okay.
So it just gets tangled, and you end up having to kind of pull it out.
Yeah, those were some weird, interesting creatures. I don't know what they were. Then they're
they were wild.
It's like the one, like the baby that was humping the skeleton, or where they're like, what? And then they trap them, and but they end up actually like eating the baby, having sex, and re-giving birth or something to the same baby. Like I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those creatures were up to, but they were wild looking. I agree with that. They were like alien meets something. Yeah, pretty cool.
No, I think they were practical, weren't they? If I remember correctly, they were practical. Like people actually had the monsters on set.
Well, there was only one scene that I was in with them, which is when they ate me.
Right.
And it was just I think it was just me falling. That's all I remember about that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, you like laying there. Then I think I want to say it was 2. I came up on you.
Maybe originally I wasn't supposed to die in that movie.
Yeah, so, first time I saw that, I'm like, no, the heroine I thought was supposed to outdo the husband. Like,
yeah, and then they ended up deciding to kill me. So I was a little disappointed that day that I got killed.
Yeah, I think what was it? They made the mom, the survivor, there to go rescue or to look for their daughter. So.
Yes.
But yeah, that was pretty brutal. That scene, her kid getting eaten right out the window. I'm like, damn, it's
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and they throw you for a loop right from the beginning because, like you said, your husband blocks through and he's like, "Listen to me if you want to live," kind of speech, and then instantly dead.
Like, and then your intro is like, "Well, hopefully,"
and just boom, gone.
But it did say, it did. I like how they had like the little sentences that told about each person and life expectancy, and then how it said yours has said hopefully longer or possibly longer than. So, well, he did survive a little bit longer.
Yeah, I did survive a little bit longer.
That was kind of a cheap shot. No pun intended. Cheap shot how you died, how he did shoot you. But it's like, oh man, I wanted to, see what was going on. I thought, rescue your daughter and all that. And so,
yeah, that's what I'd hoped for too. But it's okay. It all worked out for the best.
Still fun though.
Yes,
Haunted by Horrors. If you hadn't died, you could have been in the sequel.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched the sequels in a while, but I remember the first one being the best one, though. After that, they kind of got, like, I don't know. That tends to happen sometimes. Like the first one might be the better one. I don't know, but
Yeah, I own all three. It come in like a set. I own all three of them. Forget which one of them. One of them they use like a baby as a football, so, like the people do, and not the monsters. Like the people, they one of them like chucks a baby. At least I might. I don't think I'm mixing it up for a different movie, but they're like one's on a roof and like one's on the ground. They want to save the baby, so they just like chuck it like a football.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, I want to say it's the third one, but I could be wrong on that one. I might be mixing it up with something. But.
It's almost kind of like Tremors. How Tremors, the first one, was like always a classic, and then they got the ass blasters and weird stuff going on, and all the names and. So, well, obviously it wasn't the blood. We know you didn't like that getting stuck on you, but what was besides that? What are some of the best moments that was on that? Like the action, like
the gun and the action and getting to shoot stuff and pretend I was a real badass. It was really fun.
Especially when what was I think Beer Guy was the one out of the way that you flipped or whatever, had the knife and was saying like, yeah, you're gonna stay, I'll cut your balls off or something along those lines.
It was a fun job. I got to be pretend like I was a real badass. It was really fun.
At least you got to live long enough to get that going for you.
Exactly.
So, any other is there any other type of horror movie that you hope to be a part of or anything similar, or even any plans even maybe, or nothing is it?
Well, we're supposed to do a sequel to the collection.
I heard about that. Is that still happening? I heard it was, and then I heard they had canceled it, and then I don't know.
No, I don't know, but I really like working with that cast, so I hope so.
Yeah,
and the director, it's the writer and director is great too.
Excited.
From Feast.
Okay, yeah. Because you played his wife. You're his wife in it, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think they were supposed to call it The Collected. I think
it is supposed to be called The Collected.
But I'm hoping for that. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, that's got to happen. I mean, like the way it ended.
I thought The Collector was a really good movie. I watched it and I thought it was legit scary and well acted and good. So I was excited when they called me to do the other one.
Like everybody who talks about Jason having many kills and Jigsaw is but that whole party scene where the DJ, how many people did that? He just mauled over 50.
A lot. Yeah.
And I think someone was saying at one point, his traps, I forget when the first one came out, I'd have to look it up, but that might have inspired Saw or some of the traps, or because
I could see that
because all the traps that he's had set up. And so I could be wrong, but that's what people were saying. It's oh, that's how Saw got inspired through The Collector, the first one. Yeah, I'll have to check the year, or else they were similar, or one of the two. I forget, but I know they were being compared at one point. I read something, but yeah, it's just crazy all that setup that he had. What was it? There was the mauling down. Oh, when they were crushed too, on the way out. So
yeah.
Right. Well, hopefully we'll see it in The Collected. I don't know. I mean,
go avenge your. At least I think the husband died. Or
no,
the husband didn't die. I take that back. It's been a couple days since I've seen it.
I have a husband and a daughter, and they're both alive. So I'm going to try to keep them that way.
Yeah, he pretty much. It's been out a while. I mean, not too much of a spoiler, but let's just say the tables get turned on The Collector. We'll put it that way for anyone who didn't see it but know what I'm talking about. So
exactly,
because it's some stuff we might talk about minor spoilers sometimes, or if it's old enough, don't worry. But it is on Tubi though. That and Feast are both on Tubi. So if
the collection was on Hulu, I believe. Yeah, Hulu.
Cool.
Oh, the first one's on Hulu. Okay, yeah.
No, the collection. The Collector. I forget.
Wait, I'm sorry. The collection is. I'm sorry. You're right. The collection is your one. The Collector is the first one.
Yeah.
So
Haunted by Horror says I heard the producers bailed or something, and they're trying to get it back up off the ground. Interesting.
Okay.
So depends on.
Well, I say we just start a little what was it, a petition, get The Collected going. Damn it, we want to see it.
Yeah, those are both great movies. So hopefully we get to see you in that.
Yeah.
Is there any projects you don't have to like get into what they are? Because obviously a lot of times you don't get to say, but is there any projects that you're working on?
Nothing that I can talk about, unfortunately. I'm really sorry.
That's fine. But at least we know there's something.
we
That's
get
all
that
we get.
answer a lot. We get that answer a lot. So we're just like, yes.
All we need to know that there is something.
Yes.
I love non-exposure agreements. You have to honor them.
Right, of course. Yeah.
Understandable, yeah. At least we know that there is something. That's all that matters.
That's all we know. It's like, as long as we know something's coming, we're good. That's all. Thank you for answering our questions. We can't wait.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you. Nice to meet you, Boom.
It's nice to meet you. Glad you was able to come on.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that yesterday. And then I'm going to head off now and cook my kids some dinner. So
yeah, so it's been about an hour and 10 minutes. Like I said, time just flies by on here.
It
I'm
does.
sure we could even talk some more, but you're always welcome back. And of course, when you can talk about stuff. And so
thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys having me on, and have a lovely evening.
All right, you too. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's like, yeah, I need to get something to eat too. I haven't even eaten dinner. So.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, let's see. I believe it was supposed to be. Oh, Bones was this one that said about the sequel. I thought, my bad. I was thinking Haunted by Horror was saying that you read. Yeah. So it's like, well, welcome, Bones. Thank you for that. Because I was unaware of that. I heard so many different things about the Collected. So
I haven't heard anything about it, so that was news to me.
So,
but
sometimes
I'm all for it, so I don't care.
And sometimes too, depending on what source you hear it from, might not even be accurate. Unless
that's why I always try to double check everything. Not saying that this is wrong information whatsoever, but that's why I always double check everything. That's why when everybody was saying Aaron Carter died, I immediately went and looked into that, because all the fake death hoaxes that they have.
Cool. Oh, on her IMDb it says they're working on it. Oh, okay. But does she run it, or maybe someone else runs it? Who knows? We'll find out. Or maybe it is and she can't talk about it.
This is Collected announced is all it says.
So
if I click it, it wants me to sign up to IMDb Pro. So
no, I don't want Pro.
Right.
So but yes, next Saturday, though, we got Casey Hartnett from Terrifier 2. Yes, that's going to be fun. I can't wait to talk about Terrifier again, since it's been out. We haven't really been able to talk about it, because when we had David on, it still wasn't out yet, so we couldn't really discuss it too much. So
yeah, I can't wait to actually watch it.
It says Tom Atkins is going to be in it. Huh. I hope it's true, because I really want to see it. So.
Yeah, those are both great movies, so
I'll have to rewatch the first one. I don't remember it too much. I remember he broke into that house or something. Obviously, I just rewatched the second one, but
yeah, I just watched the second one this week, but yeah, it was great movies. Both of them. I've forgotten that he'd done all those traps and stuff, to be honest, because it's been so long since I've seen those movies.
Oh, yeah. And when was the year the first one came out? I can't remember. Let's see. No, I don't want that. I want The Collector. I'm going to have to look at that Undead and Alive, too. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it did. I couldn't find it streaming anywhere, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Because who could turn down zombies in a Western? I mean, this is awesome.
And even though it was a stunt double, that's still badass. A backflip with a knife cutting a head off. I can picture that in my head, doing a flip and
Mm-hmm.
The Collector. Oh, I'm still on Navi's here. And when I typed in The Collector, it brought up the collection. No, go back. And now the collector. How did Nicolas Cage come up? What the heck? That was weird. Right in the eye.
Speaking of that, his new movie, the one where he plays himself, um, the talent, I forget the title.
Extraordinary, talented, whatever. I know what you're talking. It's a long title.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. My son didn't have school on Friday, and I wanted to watch it with him, but of course he ditches me. So, because he's super obsessed with Nicolas Cage, so I wanted to watch it with him, but I guess he's going to watch it by himself. I've been putting off watching it because I wanted to watch it with him, but little fucker. Teenagers.
Oh, teenagers.
Yeah, they're always fun. At least he's better than what I was at his age.
It reminds me of the line from the Power Rangers movie when Ivan Ooze is like, what's that spell? Teenagers.
These usually your kids are supposed to be, well, not supposed to be, but usually your kids are like worse than what you were as a teenager. But, he doesn't do the greatest at school only because he refuses to do homework. But he's not like rebellious. At his age, I was already kicked out of my parents' house. I was allowed to move back eventually, but I was already kicked out of the house, living on my own, kind of. But I still went to school and passed. But at least he is here, and he's not rebellious and getting into trouble like I did. He just refuses to do homework. I already told him he don't have a choice. He ain't going to be like me. He's going to go to college. He's not going to be having to live the life I had to. And I told him, I was like, you're going to finish high school if you like it or not. If I was able to finish high school, being kicked out, basically living in a car and house to house and bad environments, you can finish fucking high school. It's like, you're staying. At least you're not kicked out.
Thinking what I want to. I might just order something. I don't know. I finished. I just still. I can't remember if I ate all my pork loin or not. I can't even talk about my pork loin. Yesterday or the other day, I made a pork loin and some potatoes and stuffing, and it was a good dinner. So,
nice.
And then I had some.
I got me some mini tacos. Those little mini ones you just pop in like a pizza oven or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want pizza. I'm getting burnt out, so.
Let's see. I was like, yeah, I don't think I want pizza. I don't know what I'm in the mood for.
But when we went to the store, I just grabbed me a box of mini tacos. Get some sour cream and some salsa to dip them in. Hell yeah.
I made some tacos earlier during the week. I made it with.
I used to make them every Tuesday, and then my husband got sick of them. Me and my son can eat them all the time, but he got kind of sick of them, so I took a couple week break. So hopefully I'll get to make them this week. I gotta get some stuff at the store for them, but.
Right, yeah, I made mine though with turkey burger, so I had turkey burger tacos.
Interesting. I've only made them with beef, so I've never had it like that. That'd be interesting. And then I make what I call chicken tacos, but it's basically like a chicken fajita, just made kind of like a taco. Like I'll cook the chicken, and then when it gets done cooking, I'll shred it up and I'll add the taco seasoning into it, and then I'll get either frozen peppers or I'll get regular peppers. It just depends on prices of things, and then I'll throw it into the crock pot like the last half hour of cooking with the vegetables and mix it all together and just scoop it all together onto your taco shell. I just call them chicken tacos because it's not really technically fajitas, but has all the stuff fajitas have.
Yummy.
Yeah, we have that every now and then. Or I'll make enchiladas. They kind of change it up so we're not eating tacos. Like something kind of Mexican-ish. like every Tuesday, but last few times we haven't. Those mini tacos. I don't have a Jack in the Box nearby, unfortunately.
No, I don't think I don't have a Jack in the Box.
At least not in my town. I don't know if there's one outside of town, but last time I remember seeing a Jack in the Box was in Indiana. So I don't know if there's even one in Wisconsin. Jack, I'm going to look in. Near. Jack in the Box in Wisconsin. There's one in Milwaukee, but I'm not driving an hour and a half for Jack in the Box. So.
No.
But yeah, I remember. I think it was Indiana. I want to say it was Indiana. That I had Jack in the Box. I took my son on vacation. We had Jack in the Box. Is it Indiana or Missouri? At least I've heard of that place. There's this one place, I forget what it's called off the top of my head because I haven't talked to my gaming friends in a long time, but some of them live in like California and Nevada, and they talk about this one taco place, and I've never heard of it before. They're like, oh, it's all over the place. I'm like, oh, it's not in the Midwest because I've never heard of it.
It's not all over here, so.
I forget the name of it, though.
Taco Bell? No, I'm just kidding.
No, what Taco Bell? No, our Taco Bell, though, from my hometown was like one of the, I want to call it, I want to say flag city, where they try things out. Our Taco Bell in my hometown was like one of the first Taco Bells that had the Baja Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says Milwaukee when it's permanently closed. Okay, well, I guess I couldn't go there if I wanted to. Yeah, I didn't really click the link, so I just saying it said there was one in Milwaukee. But still, I'm not driving an hour and a half. Well, I could go buy a box of them at the grocery store.
Well, hey, we are falling back a 1 hour time zone, so just take that extra hour. You're going back in time, so you can drive an hour. Oh.
I could just go to the grocery store, buy a box of them, and pop them in my pizza oven. That saves me an hour and a half right there.
True.
A box of what?
The mini tacos.
Why would you go to Milwaukee for mini tacos?
Because somebody in the chat said that the restaurant Jack in the Box has them. And I looked up to see if there was any Jack in the Boxes in Wisconsin. They said there was one in Milwaukee, but apparently it was closed.
We could always hit the one in East Peoria when we go back.
There's a Jack in the Box in East Peoria?
It was being built as we were leaving.
Really?
Yep. So we could try them on Thanksgiving.
I think it was Del Taco. No, Haunted Horror said that. I believe that was Del Taco.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of Del Taco. I don't know if there's any here, but that name sounds familiar.
Oh, look at this now. Oh, there is going to be. Huh. Is it open though? It does say there's a Jack in the Box in East Peoria. So I guess when we go down Thanksgiving, if I think about it, we can hit it, but I can't guarantee anything. I believe Del Taco was what I was talking about, Haunted Horror. I believe. I could be wrong on that one, but I want to say yes. Did Deborah ever get a hold of you?
I haven't seen anything, so I don't know what happened. No new email. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't know. But I guess I'll change that post saying double show or whatever. I'll just be like,
yeah, you'll have to change the title on the.
Yeah, sorry, wrong miscommunication, but I just talked to her this morning, so I don't understand unless she was having issues signing on. Maybe
That could be it.
like I don't know. So, I mean, I was hoping to like do the test or whatever, but I even sent it her. I don't know, but whatever. It's all good. We'll move on, and I'll probably hear back from her and reschedule.
Yeah.
So stuff happens. So whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure it was something to that effect.
Yeah. So. But it's like, and I just rewatched 13 Fanboy when I came home. I wanted to hurry up and like, okay, refresh my. I mean, like I remembered it, but I just wanted like some fresh, like like right in my mind, fresh kills and everything. And
Mhm.
in my mind, like, oh yes, I want to talk about this part and that. But so, but,
Yeah, I hadn't seen it yet, so it was good to finally actually see it.
yeah. Yeah, she wrote it, directed it, and acted in it. So triple threat, that one.
Post this link in there. I also posted earlier the link to Lou Tyler Pucci's,
Taylor. Lou
or
Taylor.
whatever. I'm sorry, I said his name wrong. I just clicked off the screen while I was looking at it. But earlier I posted the clip of his ghost story, and now I just posted the little short that I made for Halloween. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's not getting very much love right now on YouTube. So
But didn't you put it on TikTok too? I thought
I just posted on TikTok, I think
okay.
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got like 200 some odd views on TikTok,
Hmm.
and it's got 6 on YouTube. But that's just because my channel's dead. But
You're a TikTok star.
I wish,
If only be making money off it. Yeah.
right?
It's like, what are we up to now? 13 cents?
I think. Are you talking about the?
Spotify. Yeah.
No, we're way past 13 cents.
Oh, yay.
$1.63.
Okay. Well, you can get a movie at the dollar store.
Yeah, well, I can't withdraw anything until after we hit over $10. But
Oh, okay. Well, I know they
it would have to mean even more than that because you get half. So, so I'd have to wait till it hits at least 20 to. Yeah, the chill chat of recent watches, the not last week's show, but the week before that, I think it's got 3 plays on it, so that's not bad.
All right.
I forget which one is the more popular of them. I want to say.
Oh, we were just kidding. On Spotify, she has ads up on there, and I think it's like a penny per play or something. Yeah. So go to Spotify and listen to our podcast, and if you want to help us out, and
Yep, it's Miss Boomstick and the House of Horrors podcast. I'm looking for the link. Give me a second. Trying to remember where it is for the Spotify, so I can share the Anchor one, but trying to find, is it settings? Podcast availability. Okay, here it is. Right tab. Okay. Here is the Spotify link to it. If anybody wants to check it out, you just have to listen to a short little ad that I had to record. And after that, it's the audio version of our shows that are edited. I will edit out like the dead air, or like if we're looking at something and not talking, I'll edit that out. But it's not visual, it's all audio. So if you're like going on a trip and just want to listen to us chat, just click on that and let it go. I edit out as much dead air as I possibly can. If we have a guest, I will edit to when like the guest leaves, and like all our chatter after that, I usually, unless there's something funny that happens after the fact, then I'll make it his own video. But I usually cut off the interview when the guest leaves. So they're all edited as best as I can until I learn editing a little bit better.
Most of them, that's great to listen to. Like if you're going anywhere, and the only thing that probably just needs from the interview to see was just Rob Mello's joke. But other than that, that was like the only visual was funnier.
Right. Which I think I may have cut that out. I'm not sure because that's so long ago. I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know if you did
because it was visual.
Because I think what you said was there's a joke, but to see it, go to the YouTube channel.
There's the Anchor link. No, that was still the Spotify link. I didn't mean to post that twice. That's my bad. But but yeah, Google Podcast is fine too. Yeah, as long as it plays. More people know of the Spotify. That's why I say it. But yeah, Google Podcasts. There's Apple Podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I did not mean to post that same link twice. I meant to do a different link, but it copied the wrong thing. But yeah, Google Podcast is fine as well. So you don't have to switch to Spotify. I just use that one because that's the one that comes to mind more often that what it's available on. But yeah, Google Podcast is 100% fine. You do not have to switch if you do not want to.
It's all the same anyway. The same ad that you do and everything. So yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I post it on Anchor and it distributes it everywhere. So no matter where you watch, wherever you're comfortable watching, it will still calculate and everything. So
yeah.
So yeah, you do not have to switch to Spotify.
we get a penny for your thoughts, or for your watch.
One episode, I tried to put I don't remember which one it was, but I tried to put a poll on it. But I forget which episode it was, and it never gave me notification if anybody did the poll. So I don't remember which one it was, because it gives you an option where you could put like a poll or comments or whatever on it. And I did it for one episode a long time ago, and I don't remember which one it was. So I can't go check it.
Well,
I don't even remember what the poll was now. I forget what it was. I can't double check it. But yeah. Yeah, so I always forget it's on Google Podcasts, but yeah, definitely check it on Google. For sure, for sure.
For sure.
But I was just joking about the 20. I mean, it'd be nice if they got to take off. But I was just saying I can't withdraw any of the money earned until after we hit $10. And it's not really worth withdrawing at $10 because then we just get half.
I'll just put that $5 towards my gas, I guess.
Right. So I'll probably wait till it's a higher amount to withdraw.
Yeah. Because then once you withdraw it, though, you probably have to wait to another $10 to...
Probably.
So I'd say we just keep it in there until... Let's keep it in there until our 200th show, and let's see where we're at. That's 114 more shows. Or 30.
The most listened to is the Salute to Mark Polonia, and then the one below that is an interview with Rebecca Reinhardt. It looks like it's the one with just her.
Oh, not
and
her.
And then the next one is the interview with John Oak Dalton.
Okay.
And then after that is the titty song. It's got 8 views. I need to redo that song because there's so many like dead gaps in it, and then you just hear random titties everywhere. But I'm not really good with music, so I did the best I could on that one. Plus, that was so hard to do.
Oh.
But I do need to recut that and make it better eventually when I get an idea of what I want to do with it.
Yes, the titty song was funny though.
Yeah. I just want to get a little bit more in there in between the titties.
You want to get more in between the titties. You want a titty fuck the titty song.
Yes.
Let's titty fuck the titty song. All right.
Yes. I got a titty fuck the titty song.
There's your new clip right there. That's fun. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Why are you accepting?
Eventually, if I get an idea, I'll make it a little bit better, but still, it's not bad. With barely knowing editing. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since you made
How's the titty song ranked so low? I haven't listened to it, but it sounds like it could be the highest ranked ever.
Well, now that we're gonna titty fuck the titty song, it's gonna hit number 1. Today's. I'll have to call Rob back up and we're like, we need some more titties, please. we're doing the remix to the titty song.
Hi, Kyle. Or Kyle. That's not what I meant to say.
He's coming on the 19th, by the way. He's coming.
I don't know where I got it.
So,
yeah, we are the rappers. Us, Rob Mello, and whatever is our song. Yes.
The titty songs needs to be iTunes top download.
Technically, it is on iTunes. So.
Oh yeah, it is. That's true.
So yeah, technically it is.
It's on Apple. Shit, yeah, it is.
I'm trying to find the link of the titty songs. I could post it. It's an older one, so it's going to take me a minute.
It's like the titty song is on Apple. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's true because Apple is. Yeah.
Yes, so yeah, it is on there. Where is it?
It wasn't that long. It was like a 90-second video. I mean, it wasn't very long.
I know. I'm just trying to find it in the list of everything else that is on here.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
So I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah, because I think it was like from show 34 or something.
Yeah, I unfortunately never. I found it. No, I don't want to replace it.
No, don't replace it.
No, I don't want to. How did I get to replace? No, I don't want to do that. We like the titty song. Why does it want me to replace? Okay, I can't figure out how to find the old episodes on here. But yeah, if you go on to wherever you listen to us, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever, it is on there somewhere. Where I'm at, I can't find it to link, but I was going to link to just the titty song. Oh, did I find it? No, I can't find the link to it. I just got the analytics.
I was just curious what would come up in YouTube if I typed in titty song, just out of curiosity. I just wanted to
Well,
see.
I think I call it the titty song on my channel.
Yeah, but I want to see what come up. And that oh god, what's his name? Rodney Carrington came up, show them to me, and titties and beer. I don't know if you've ever heard either of those two.
No,
but
I haven't.
He's funny. Or maybe if I type in titty song and then do a search within the time in search filters and type in this year and see what comes up, because that I started to say that titty song, Titties and Beer, was like 12 years ago. So, all right. Oh, I forgot about that Titty Mon for the spoof on Pokemon. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how well.
That's funny. I don't know why it's not letting me scroll that far down to get the links to it. It was January 14th.
Something called Titty Tuesday. What is this? Okay, it's I don't know. It sounds stupid, whatever it is. I think the best titty song is ours.
Right?
Nobody else has Rob Mello going, titties, titties.
Right, exactly. And it's not just him. I clipped out you, I clipped out Rebecca, and I believe me, but it's majority of Rob Mello.
Yeah, it's mostly him. Oh, I found it. It was 10 months ago, so it came up within the year, and it finally came down. It's after, let's see, someone named, that time we did a romantic titty song on the 85th South show. So then we're right below that. So if you type in titty song, well, if you find the link, it's quicker. But so titty song filter this year, scroll down a little ways, and it's down there.
I'm trying to find like the there finally.
I don't know if you saw this, Boom. But yeah, we'll have to find a funny song, since we've had way more people since then, and maybe have like a new intro funny or something, or I don't know. I went ahead. I got.
Remember, I was still learning editing, and that took me forever to do. So I had to cut out just the
titties.
Little bitty section. Yeah, I had to cut out just the titties out of that long section, and
you had to
place them just right in there.
I was gonna say you had to nip them. I mean, snip them.
You had to snip the titties.
You had to snip the nips.
But yeah. Eventually, if I think of something to add into it, I'll make it better. But as of right now, it is what it is. Yeah. That song took me forever to make.
Well, I mean, something new, not added to the titty song.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll have to think of, I don't know.
So.
Would have to get more than just one word, though.
Word. The whole thing. Word.
Yeah.
Word. It's the word instead of the bird. It's the word.
Yeah, we could think of something that would make a whole song instead of just one word to place here and there.
Yeah. What was this funny using Rob's echo test? That was weird that one night, the week before, like how it was all echoey. I don't know what that was about.
Yes. Yes, haunted horror. Yeah. Or haunted by horror, excuse me. Had to cut all the titties off and then minusculely sew them. Yes, like his nipple belt. Yes.
Yep. I went ahead and I got
forever. I think I worked on that for like multiple days. I know I worked on it for multiple days.
For just 1 minute and 53 seconds. It's amazing how long.
Just like my short that I made on Halloween, I spent literally 2 days working on that. and that's including filming it and everything. I literally spent 2 days working on that, and that's like how long? Less than a minute.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, 54 seconds.
Oh wow, it's even less than the.
Yeah, 54 seconds, and it literally took me like 2 days. Yes.
Do you know how long it takes to make a 30-second sitcom? 7.5 days.
Okay.
That's just the reality of
I know. I'm
production,
just
my
saying.
dear.
I'm just saying it took me. It might not seem like it, but it took me a lot longer to work on it than it seems like.
You did good for your level of expertise, hon.
Especially not knowing computers like a year ago, or probably 2 years ago. But yeah, I kind of like, I know I was told that my little short that I made sucked, but I was really proud of what I did.
It was an interesting little short.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
I wish I would have made it more of a storyline. I got to think about that after the fact. I should have made it more of a storyline instead of just random scenes, but maybe next year or next time I get the green screen up, I'll think of something, but I should have made more of a storyline to it.
It's like, excuse me. It's like, don't you hate when you think of something after, like, oh, I should have done
Right.
it.
After I'd already spent days working on it, I was like, I'm not redoing this. Now the green screen's taken down so we can have the projector in the window for like Christmas, and we used it for Halloween, and now we'll probably hook up Santa up to it for Christmas. But when we get the green screen hooked back up, I'll have to think of something. The sequel. Yes.
The Halloween sequel, yeah.
I got a lot of stuff like that on my YouTube channel. It's like I have like little short videos where I've like practicing editing, like teaching myself how to do certain things. So there's like a lot of random little videos of that, and I think it's called like practicing. What did I call them? They're usually in the shorts, or in the. Yeah, I think they're in the shorts. Or maybe not. I thought they were. But I have my Halloween one that I made. What else? I made one with robots. I made one with food.
Yeah, the nipple bot.
Food rock party. I have a dance party that my husband said looks like a Japanese bubblegum commercial. I have the sharks and falling sharks. Oh my. And then I got my creepy creation. And it has like robots and stuff in it that I was just kind of practicing doing different things, learning how to put effects in. So I spent a lot of time on those. I thought I put them in my shorts, but apparently not. And then the clip with, is this one? No, it's this one. The House of Horror podcast clip, the nipple bot, and I got dancing robots on the screen of that one.
Yeah,
but I've never done that again since. I don't know why. I guess never thought of anything to add to the clips, I guess.
Oh, you should have had floating titties in the titty song.
I don't know if I could get that off of stock footage. That's where I get all my little images from, stock footage.
Get some boobs just floating around titties. That would have been funny.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be able to be put on YouTube, I don't think, but
well, maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. It's like, who knows what they allow. But if they're like cartoon cartoon looking boot, I don't know.
I'll have to look on stock image and see what I can find. I can't guarantee anything. Even a cartoon, I don't know if YouTube could play it, but man, I got ring footage stuff up there. I got my random little creations on mine. I got some of my gaming, but I haven't played video games in a while.
I might later. I'm not gonna get it yet, but I'm thinking of getting a the PS5 camera, and maybe I'll do some Evil Dead streaming or Life is Strange or something. So
I don't have a camera. I don't know what happened to the camera to my PlayStation. So when I do gaming streams, there's no video to it. It just has my symbol, which is a shark and a rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky.
There's no camera. That's why on my banner I have a rubber ducky that's with my shark that's coming out of the lake. It's like a nod to like the Wild Eye movies, along with my PlayStation on my banner. But the reason why there is a rubber ducky next to the shark is because that is like my symbol on PlayStation.
Gotcha. That's funny. I downloaded just for the heck of it. I'm probably going to delete it, but I just wanted to play it to see what it was like. I got the bee simulator where you play as a bee. Like I thought it was funny. I was like joking around. I'm like, what is that? Hold on. If you check the right stock footage sites,
Right.
Okay.
I go with the one that's included with my editing software. So because I know that's included, so I probably wouldn't get any strikes by using any of that footage. So I'd have to go with what is included in my software. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I can look. I'll look into it, but I can't guarantee anything. But I'm sure I could find it if I go roaming the internet. I'm sure I could find it.
I'm sure you could. I was just joking around, though. I thought that'd be funny.
Right. Yeah, I know. I do have, in the Nipplebot video, I do have the female robot.
Yeah. I think, wasn't there like robot nipples or something that was, I don't know, I have to watch it again, but there was like something that looked like was hanging. They looked like udders. They looked like udders. Metallic udders.
Yeah, I know she had a female body. I don't remember that, but yeah, she had a female body dancing around. But yeah, I just stick to the stock footage that is included into my software. That way I know I shouldn't get struck for using it.
Alrighty.
Since I pay for my software, I've technically, I guess, paid. Since it's included, I'm assuming I've already paid for that as well. So.
Looks like my food's on the way. I got some Chipotle boneless wings and fries from It's Just Wings. So it's going to be on its way. And I don't know what I'm going to watch before I go to bed. But I'm glad we get that extra hour. I'm glad Navi said that because I completely forgot about the time changing. So.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, I believe.
Oh no, maybe Deborah changed her time an hour already in that hour that she
never know. I never know what happened.
Maybe she changed it a day early. Because that would have made it 3 hours, but oh well. But anyway, so
she'll text you in like an hour and it's like, hey, what's up?
What to be like, I'm ready. You ready to do the show? Thanks. But yeah, so next week again, Casey Hartnett, Terrifier 2, Allie. The 19th, Kyle Rappaport will be coming back. We'll be talking about Sharkula since it wasn't out before and learning some new stuff and upcoming stuff that's planned. And then on the 26th, I forget how to say his last name. Bad me, I'm sorry. But from It Stains the Stands Red, he was the zombie in it. He was he was in Jennifer's Body. He was like one of the band guys in it. Narcos for Narcos fans. Riverdale. He was in 7 episodes, I believe it said. Black Christmas. Yeah, the list goes on. He's done. Oh, Grave Encounters. He did. That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
So yeah. So bunch of good movies. I forget what else, but yeah, the list goes on. So that'll be fun to talk to him about those. So, and then that's the whole month. The 26th, that'll be the last, and then we'll be getting into December and still working on that. But at least we got this month covered. So. Yeah.
Tell me that was her.
No, it wasn't. No, it's not. It's just, it's actually Joe Bob. He said he could do February 18th.
Like I said, if that happened, I'm sorry to my brother, but I will be bringing a tripod and hook up my phone. Even though my phone is freaking stupid and it doesn't like to work half the time.
That would just be the craziest coincidence, though. Like,
Yeah, it would be.
Of all times. Like, I can just imagine, like.
Yeah. Let's say I could try to do what I can, but unless things change, you know, maybe something will happen and they'll
The
decide not
engagement
to
breaks
have
off, you know, they're not going to get married. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I know they'll get married.
Well, I
but
know, I'm just joking. Yeah.
They might change the date or something. I know my brother is still hooked, has his arm like in a sling. So hopefully that's better by February. Maybe they'll like change the date if he's still in the sling.
Yeah. So. But all right, so till next Saturday with Casey Hartnett. Have a good night.
Make sure all to watch Terrifier 2 because
Yes,
there will be spoilers more than likely.
Yeah, we won't start out with spoilers, but we will get into it after because definitely want to talk detail about her scene for sure. So,
Yeah.
So Screambox, they might even have a free trial. Who knows? But check out Terrifier 2.
I think there is. I've been like holding off. I think it's only like a week. That's why I've been holding off on watching it because I want to wait till last minute to get the thing so I can cancel it.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye.